It's Saturday afternoon hockey here at the Avis Alaska Sports Complex as UAA opens its season against UMass Lowell, and I'm with Seawolves head coach Matt Shasby. Shasby, all the talk and preparation is done. When you wake up on a day like today, what's like the first thing that comes into your head?
Oh, it's time to compete. You know, it's this. Oh, everybody showed up late August. We've been putting in a good couple weeks of work, and we're excited to see what we got here to start the year.
Speaking of what you've got, I mean, how much do you use last season to prepare for this season? In that, I mean, obviously Lowell's going to come up here thinking about those two games you played down there last season. How much of that means anything going into today?
You know, there's probably definitely a chip on their shoulder from going into anybody's rink, no matter what level you are or when it took place, or you know, they're definitely gonna have a chip on their shoulder. But in terms of last year, you know, we use it to put people in positions here early on, and hopefully they can be successful. Whether that's special teams or it's late in periods, just kind of using guys that we knew what they were good at last year, and hopefully that carries over to early success this year.
You brought some older guys aboard last year, some grad students, some guys moved on, had some changeover. What do you like most about this team going into game one?
I like our length. I like our new youth is going to bring a lot of skill, a lot of speed to our lineup. The guys we brought back were the majority of our leading scorers, and so that was already established. We just needed to add some skill. We needed to add a couple pieces on the back end and a little bit of goaltending, and I think that experience that our goaltenders got last year is going to be huge early on here.
You're probably sick of thinking of it this way, but this is the way I always think. You have this whole offseason after year one, the total rebuild, everything's new. You had this whole offseason, which you had this year behind you. You went through another golf outing. You did all these fundraising things. Where do you feel like you guys sit in the community today versus a year ago at this time?
Yeah, reestablished. The youth knows what Seawolf hockey is now, and that's important. The young families that are the next generation of hockey players in this town. I felt like we represented the efforts that took place to get our program back to where it needed to be well last year, and we just need to continue to build on that and continue to establish ourselves and be even that much more in the community now that we are more comfortable and our players are more comfortable on campus in the community. So we're excited to double up our efforts and continue what we're doing.
Last thing, just line up tidbits, goalies. What will we see this weekend?
Jared Wells going to start tonight. He had an incredible game against them last year, and hopefully he can bring some confidence in to kind of get in the opening night nod. And then on the back end, we have 5 defensemen you're familiar with, and we added one piece with Gunnar Van Dam, who's a dynamic player that I think is going to bring a lot of offense from the back end.
How much fun is this for you?
It's awesome. You know, it's year 2. I can't wait, and hopefully we're able to put on a good effort tonight and tomorrow.
That good effort's going to be coming moments away. Seawolves hockey coming up next.
Growing up Alaskan makes you, well, a little different. We're an independent bunch, yet we can't get along without each other. We like unique things, and we have unique needs. That's the whole reason we created Club 49, the only travel benefits program made for Alaskans, so you can be you. Alaska Airlines Club 49.
The coach for the Seawolves, Matt Shasby. Also on the bench for the Seawolves, Trevor Stewart, Aaron McFeeters, and Chris Kamal. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we please ask that you please rise and remove your hats and join us in honoring America tonight with the singing of our national anthem. Tonight's anthem will be performed by the UAA Glee Club.
former UAA goalie.
Thank you, Chris. And thank you, Avis Alaska. Time to big table here at the campus of UAA.
Good evening. This is UAA Seawolves hockey coming to you live from the Avis Alaska Sports Complex here on the campus of the University of Alaska Anchorage. I'm David Tuttle, joined by Matt Nevela. Matt, here we go again. UAA Seawolf Hockey 2.0 Season 2.
Here we go again, and the word that's kind of been eating at me all day leading up to now is I'm intrigued. I'm just as intrigued today as I was a year ago at this time, maybe a little more so, because even in the pregame chat with Matt Shasby, kind of having this second year. We had all the fundraisers. We ran another golf tournament. They did all this thing, but they built another team, and I think Matt's intrigued. I'm intrigued. Everyone in this building is to see what happens now.
I think the thing that I'm looking forward to, that I'm most excited about maybe about this team, is it should be a lot of what we saw last year, because there's so many returning faces. And we've talked prior about Matt having used the transfer portal extremely well last year, bringing in kids that have time left. And, we're seeing that this year, the continuity of the roster from what started this process last season. So I'm looking forward to see how quickly this team is gelled and ready to go.
Well, there's that, and then there's intrigue, and I'll use the same word. I don't want to be a cliche machine, but of the newcomers, and we're seeing one of them in the starting lineup is Gunnar Van Dam. He impressed us in the exhibition game last week, and in the green and gold game, and kind of already had kind of that offensive defenseman flair. So maybe he's going to be counted on as the youngster to carry the load. And here we go.
We are underway. Riverhawks chip the puck deep into the Seawolf zone. Brett Bamber rims it around. Doesn't get out, though. It's kept alive down there by Isaac Johnson. Kept alive once again by the Riverhawks. UMass Lowell looking to break a 30-year losing streak against UAA. Sounds a lot worse than it really is.
I was going to say, I think there's a little more context to that.
Definitely is. They've only played a couple of times since then, but UMass Lowell's last win against the Seawolves came back in January of 1993.
Well, we touched on it again with Shaz in the pregame talk. Is UA went to Lowell just a couple of months ago, really, and swept 2 games there in October. And really kind of really the bookends are the most positive moments of that season, the way they played those 2 games. And Lowell's got to come up here with a huge chip on its shoulder because of that.
They have. In talking to Matt Kanash and Matt Allen, both UML transfers, there was definitely some hurt feelings from that game last year. So Riverhawks have not forgotten. Puck now deep in the UMass Lowell end. It's chipped up, and UML will come ahead with it. Nick Rayome crossing the Seawolf blue line. Rubbed out of the play. Adam Tisdale will flip it up into the neutral zone. Riverhawks will send it right back down off the stick of Mark Cooper. Puck rimmed around looking for Jared White. White able to get a stick on it and get it back out to the neutral zone. Cooper kicks it ahead now for the Riverhawks. Into the zone is Scout Truman. His shot goes wide of the net of goaltender Jared Whale. Sophomore from Calgary, getting the opening night start this season. Scrum of 4 down in that far right wing corner of the Seawolf zone. Pass came out in front, dangerously so. Stefan Owens fanned on the shot, and it's all the way back down to the Lowell end. Aiden Weston centering feed, and Henry Welsh, goaltender for the Riverhawks, looks like he got a stick on that, and it went just wide.
Riley Thompson was unable to really get a good wood on that crossing centering feed.
A couple of our freshmen, Aiden Weston, Riley Thompson, making up the third line along with senior Matt Allen, one of those transfers that we spoke of earlier.
One of those things we'll see as time evolves, as each shift goes on. I think the one thing with UA is the novelty is kind of not there anymore. Last year was kind of like the resurrection, the $3 million, the Safe Seawolf, now they're a hockey team. Now they're a hockey team playing at the Division I level. There's only so many of these programs going on. A few more now than there were at this time we were talking last year.
Yeah,
but
right.
there's a uniqueness to that, to be amongst this brand. And whether they're in the low end, middle, what have you, there's something to be reckoned with here one way or the other. It's just a matter of figuring out what that's going to be.
It's Gilson up the left wing side. Centering feed to Connor Cole. Walks in. Save made by Henry Welsh. I'm not sure how much wood Cole got on that backhander, but Welsh stuck with it, and it stayed out of the net.
Connor lost his footing a little bit, and I think went a little bit wide. Wasn't able to get that shot on the spot.
Shot fanned on there by Ben Meehan. Puck rolls harmlessly into that left wing corner of the Seawolves zone. UAA trying to dig it out. Cole will backhand that one up through the neutral zone. Caught up to by TJ Schweigart of the Riverhawks. Meehan back to Schweigart. Long pass ahead, deflected into the Seawolves zone to negate any icing. Whale sends it up the wall. Porter Shackle sends it back out into the neutral zone. And icing is waved off as the first one to it was Matt Crossa. Deflection in front, quick developing play. Crossa standing there all by himself, took a pass in front from Owen Cole. Just a short little deflection. Jared Whale able to get that one right in the crest of his jersey. And now Helgeson will chip it deep into the Riverhawk zone for UAA. Whistle and a face-off coming up in the Riverhawk zone. 15:44 to play. Period number one. We have no score. Both teams have had at least one quality scoring chance. Shots on goal read 2-1 right now in favor of Lowell. Off the draw, puck taken around by the Riverhawks behind their own net, sent up to the center ice stripe. Losing control of it was Kozabud. Seawolves, though, able to get it deep into the Riverhawk zone. Adam Tisdale went down over the knee of one of the Riverhawk players. That's what the crowd was in uproar about. But we play on. Puck sent all the way down. That one will go for icing as that eludes Jake Stella. And that'll bring the faceoff back into the Riverhawk zone. Another look at that knee-on-knee collision. Off the draw, Riverhawks control, and it'll be Nick Rayome sending it deep into the far corner for the Riverhawks. Caleb Huffman leaves it behind the net for Gilson, who sends it up the wall. Not out of the zone, though. Kept alive by Meehan. Gilson going hard into the wall down there. I believe that's Rayome that is tied up with him. And that's who comes out with the puck. Centering feed out in front. Missed the first shooter, but the second one shot on goal there by Forna Svensson for the Riverhawks. Turn firing just wide. And that was, again, Philip Forna Svensson.
Svensson looking every bit the 6'4", 216 out there.
Yes. Big Swedish player. Across the center ice line goes Allen, loses control of the puck, and then carries the puck in offside. So we'll have a faceoff coming up just in front of the Riverhawks bench with 14:20 to play in the period. Philip Forna Svensson, a grad student, so his final year of college hockey. Centering feed, not handled cleanly, and it's back out into the neutral zone on the stick of Brett Bamber. Gives off to his D partner and then takes the return. Now it's Aiden Weston. Cross ice pass to Gunnar Van Dam. Crosses the Riverhawk blue line, tries to stuff a pass through. Hits some sticks, and picking it up, backhanding it around, or trying to go around the net, was Forna Svensson, and the Riverhawks will finally carry it out. Bamber in a foot race right now, and getting there first is Dylan Bentley. Back to the blue line. Shot comes in high and wide off Isaac Janssen's stick. And then it bounces over the defenseman into the neutral zone. Riverhawks will turn it back into the UAA end and get a change. Then there's Matt Kanash harassing the defenseman. Puck forced into the near side corner. Now skating ahead with it for UMass Lowell. Stephen Owens gets it deep into the UAA end. Chipped up but not out. And it's Dylan Finley putting it up the boards. Connor Cole trying to turn it out. Cannot do so. Kept alive by Mitchell Becker. Back to the point. Janssen fires in wide of the net once again. Cole, chance to pick this one up and carry for the Seawolves. Chips it ahead, trying to get that one through to Belitsky, I believe it was, yes, and didn't connect. Finley now gives off for Kozabud. Goes back behind the net, trying to get to Finley. Fumbles a little bit. Granowitz on him quickly for UMass Lowell, but Almquist will skate it out for the Seawolves. He fires the puck in deep as the Seawolves change behind the play. Trying to come back the other way is Cole, or scratch that, Crossa for the Riverhawks. Huffman trying to pull that one out of the corner, able to do so. Pass goes through Helgeson's skates, and turning it right back in is Ben Meehan for the Riverhawks. Now it's Gilson sending it ahead. And fanning on the feed was Huffman, is able to send it towards the Riverhawk blue line. It's cut off there. Back onto the stick now of William Gilson. Huffman with it now for the Seawolves, up to Helgeson. That pass doesn't connect. That's going to go the distance. We'll have icing and a whistle. Face-off coming back here to the right of goaltender Jared Whale. 11:50 to play in our first period. We are scoreless.
So the first of two games between these two teams, this one today, then tomorrow at the same time, 4:07 puck drop, Sunday matinee action. Early leagues, I'm sure Lowell is heading up on a plane and getting out of here as soon as they can after that game tomorrow.
Puck sent high off the glass, kept alive by the Seawolves, and a turnover in the neutral zone. Coming right back in with it, Rayom. His shot, goes wide of the glove side of Jared Whale. Rayom with it back. Back to the point it goes. It's Blanchard, his shot. Save made by Whale. Blanchard trying to keep it in, and then he finally just had to keep it away from Max Helgeson. Gets the puck deep, and the Riverhawks tag up. It's Huffman behind his own net to Gilson. Gilson's feed deflected into the zone by Carter McNarland. First time we've called his name this season. He was out with concussion symptoms for the green and gold and the exhibition last week. Shot saved by Jared Whale off of Jaden Mariello's stick. Riverhawks shot goes through the blue paint wide of the stick side of Whale. UMass Lowell still pushing. Shot save off the pad of Whale. Jared White trying to chip that one out, and Seawolves finally able to get it out. McNarland on the chase. He's beat, though, by Janssen. Long pass ahead. In with it is Bentley. His shot goes wide of the net as he is dumped, letting that one go. Seawolves able to get it clear and a change. Burt Becker starting back ahead for the Riverhawks. Turnover, and Aiden Weston trying to come through. We got a penalty coming up. That is going to be an interference call. Call that an interference or trip. Either way, it works. And the Seawolves will get their first power play opportunity of the game.
A last-ditch effort for Scott Truman there as he kind of made that hit, knowing full well it was probably going to be all or nothing, because otherwise Seawolves were going to be in on a break. So, you know, yes, it's interference, but it's almost what else was there for him to do in that position.
Definitely not a bad penalty to take. I don't think that Norm Bazin and his coaching staff are going to have a lot of heartache with that one, because if you don't take it, then it turns into a partial breakaway. So 2 minutes on the clock. Scout Truman for interference. Seawolf power play, turning and trying to fire was Weston. He fanned on the shot. Now it's Finley for UAA. Handed off at the blue line. It's broken up there, and the Riverhawks trying to carry ahead. Riley Thompson gathers it back in for UAA. As we're down to a minute and a half to go with the man advantage. Aiden Weston up the right wing boards, got some room to skate. Pulls up at the half wall, gives off to Van Dam. Shot off the pad of Henry Welsh, and the Riverhawks will send that all the way down.
You already saw something you liked there from Van Dam as he shot it to that side. Riley Thompson was set up near that right post, so kind of the best of both worlds. You're hoping for a rebound or a deflection right there. Nice play by the youngster.
Like we said last week, he's got a name like that. We expect to see some
cool
plays.
Man.
That's right.
Cool name, better be a cool player.
Puck goes over the boards into the Riverhawk bench. We'll have a face-off just outside the UMass Lowell zone. 9:20 to go in our first period. A minute left on the Seawolf power play. We have no score. Off the draw, it's sent back into the Seawolf zone. Gilson picks it up, gives off to Bamber, and he will start the breakout from behind his own net. Almquist up the left wing side, cross corner dump there. Getting to it and sending it up and into the netting is Isaac Janssen. And that'll bring the face-off deep into the Riverhawk zone.
So very much a late arriving crowd here at the Avis Alaska Sports Complex. As we know, one of the more unique venues we got going in Division I college hockey, but we're going to get this 1,000 people kind of crammed in here enjoying themselves. You like to see at the homecoming weekend a bunch of gold T-shirts given out to fans as they entered the building. And so far, it looks like a good time being had by all.
Passy eludes Porter Shackle, and Meehan will send it all the way down the ice for UMass Lowell. Jared Whale comes out of his net to hold that up. As the power play dwindles to 20 seconds. Here's Bamber. Cross corner dump once again. Porter Shackle, first one to it. Trying to pry that puck free. Gets it around the boards to Almquist. Forced to just chip it deeper into the zone. Shackle trying to get it back to Gilson. It'll get away from him, and that is where the power play will end. UAA one shot with the man advantage, but we remain scoreless.
Turnover.
Puck sent toward the front of the net. Never made it on Whale, but the Seawolves able to clear the zone. That is offside. We will have a face-off after what should be our media timeout right now. It's his. We'll be right back.
Let's definitely do that after work on Friday. Oh, a Lynx. I gotta go.
Oh, wow.
Is that the new iPhone?
The one with titanium?
It's so light.
iPhone 15 Pro, forged in titanium. It's epic. Get one on us with trade-in on Alaska's most advanced network.
Can I hold it?
I'm okay. In case anyone's wondering.
Come fill the stadium and cheer your Seawolves on.
.8:10 to play. First period, scoreless. UMass Lowell and UAA. Shots on goal 7-2, in favor of the Riverhawks. Pass ahead, deflected, so no icing. And Gabe Blanchard going back there to pick it up for the Riverhawks. Pass contained and carried in by Bentley, trying to go to the backhand and work around Dylan Fenley. Well defended by Finley. Blanchard and Bentley both going to the corner, but Jared White ends up with the puck. Carson Kozabud flips a pass ahead, doesn't connect with Jared White. And Braden Ingham, gets it ahead. Shot by Bentley, hits pads, doesn't make it through on net. Pull out from behind the net by Kozabud, set up the wall, kept in at the blue line by Becker. Shot into the gut of Adam Tisdale. And UMass Lowell forced to regroup. Cross ice feed as Stella holds off. Here's a chance coming in for the Riverhawks. Shot save made off Nick Ray Olmstick. Nice little play. It turned into a good scoring opportunity by the Riverhawks.
That shot clock reading 8-2 in favor of Lowell, but really that was Lowell's best opportunity right there. Up until that point, UAA really had the two probably better chances, if not shots on goal, opportunities.
For sure. Yeah, Seawolves doing a nice job of letting Jared Whale see shots, and they've also blocked a handful already as well. Face off to the right of the Seawolf cage. UAA pulling it free. Brett Bamber can't get it out of the zone. Kept alive. Here's Truman. Can't filter that one through. Seawolves trying to get it back out of the zone. And doing so now is Connor Cole up the right wing side. He's going to send that one around the boards behind the Riverhawk net. UAA can't contain it though, and right back through the neutral zone comes Lowell. Going hard into the boards right there, Stephen Owens. And now it's Truman. Back to the point it goes, Meehan. Cross ice feed there to Schweigart. Trying to get away from one of the Seawolf forwards. That's Alex Gomez. Schweigart back to the point. Shot comes in again. Another block shot. That was off the pad of Bamber. He's feeling that one a little bit. The puck's out to the neutral zone. He's able to get a change. Turning it right back in now is Meehan for the Riverhawks. Centering backhander. Shot just high by Matt Crossa. Seawolves not able to clear the zone. Kept alive by Blanchard. Tried to leave a pass there for Cole, but it's chipped away, and UAA able to get it to the red line and send it deep into the Riverhawk zone. Down to 5.5 to go in our first period. Still scoreless. Cooper gives off to Crossa. Centering feed broken up nicely, and it's sent off the glass. Kept alive by the Riverhawks. Another block shot, and Aiden Weston out the other way. Tries to get that one through to Matt Allen. Didn't connect. And the Riverhawks send it all the way down. That's going to hit a skate. And then Jared Whale is going to say enough of this, cover it up, and get the whistle with 5:07 to play in the period.
Aiden Weston playing in his first game for UA, played last season for the Anchorage Wolverines. It was quite an interesting hockey weekend here in Anchorage as the Wolverines had their NAL home opener last night against the Kenai River Brown Bears. Members of each coaching staff were present at that game, watching, doing a little scouting, I presume, but Wolverines put on a good show, and like what, as a hockey guy, you like to see it. One night at that barn, the next night at this barn, the Anchorage community out enjoying the shows.
And then you spend the day at all the other barns because the Termination Dust tournament is going on for youth hockey right now for the older kids.
Or you just lay in bed all day watching college football.
Could do that
That's
too.
another thing you can do.
My wife ended up spending all day baking and making burritos for our team's bake sale. So 4:50 now to go in period number one. Icing was called, so the faceoff will be deep once again in the Seawolf zone to the right of goaltender Jared Whale. Almquist on the draw against Stella. And we've got a whistle once again, and
our Alaska linesmen, Chad Coleander and Josh Ellis, doing the job out there.
And sent all the way around. That'll go all the way down the ice. Icing waved off, though. Here's Almquist with it. Sends it down low for Helgeson. He's tried to stuff it out front to Shackle. It goes back to the point. Finley will turn it back into the corner for the Seawolves. Here's Almquist. Back to the point. Finley backhands it deeper into the zone for Shackle, playing his first collegiate game. He's a junior transfer student from Vermont. Originally comes from Wasilla. Didn't play any games in Vermont, so he's playing his first collegiate game tonight for the Seawolves. Here's Helgeson trying to get it off to Finley. Well defended there. And the Riverhawks not able to clear the zone. Finley keeps it alive to Kozabud. He gives off to Helgeson. Shot towards the net, hits skates, never makes it on goal. Best pressure of the game so far for the Seawolves. Here's Almquist with it. Looking for somewhere to go out in front. Tries to get it through to McNarlin. That's broken up. Seawolves keep it alive in the zone. UAA changing behind the play, and the puck is going to come out as Bamber not quite back to his point yet. He'll carry it right back into the zone, chips it around a defender, now throws it deep in behind the net and takes a hit for his hard work. Finley shot. I think that one got into the pads of Henry Welsh. Sent around into the right wing corner for the Seawolves. Lowell reverses it, and they'll put it up and over everybody. Icing waved off as Gunnar Van Dam retrieves for the Seawolves. Bamber right back up the right-hand side. Dumps it in just wide of the net. Trying to get to it first was Tisdale. The Riverhawks, though, able to get it up and out of the zone. Here's Cooper. Takes a hit from Jared White, and the Seawolves will end up icing the puck. That pass just eluding McNarlin, so the faceoff will come back down deep into the UAA end.
Dude, I'm always just fascinated. That last little exchange, Ben Almquist, that sets up in Gretzky's office behind the net, and just how difficult it is for anyone else to find a sliver of open ice to get a potential shot off as Max Helgeson was moving around. But yes, they were there. They had all this time to kind of look, and just nothing develops because in today's game, there's just no space at all.
Puck chipped ahead, not out of the zone, kept alive once again by the Riverhawks. Here's Bamber. Chips one ahead to Jared White. He's going to gather and then curl. Cross ice pass, and now it's sent ahead to Tisdale. Shot blockered away by Henry Welsh. Mitch Becker trying to pull that puck free and does so for the Riverhawks. Gets it over to Janssen. Puck sent up the wall, but it's cut off down there. As we have a scrum of 4, Belitsky, White. And there's a couple of blue jerseys as well. Finally, puck is sent free. Becker carries out of the zone. Got a penalty coming up here on the Seawolves.
Yep.
Caleb Huffman having a nice discussion.
I believe it's going to be Matt Kanash. They're discussing who it's going to be. Carter Belitsky.
All right, so
just a little tug behind the play.
That's all it takes.
That tailing official is right there on top of the action.
So 2:01 to go in our first period, and the Riverhawks will go on their first power play opportunity of the evening. And the faceoff will come to the left of the Seawolf net. Jared Whale, 8 saves so far. And off the draw, puck stays in the circle, and then it's ripped over the net. Seawolves pick it up, and Connor Cole sends that one all the way down the ice. And Janssen will pick it up for the Riverhawks. Bobbling the puck, but getting right back on it was Cole. And then the Riverhawks carry in offside. So we'll have a face-off coming up.
One little chip messes up the speed of the whole entire play, and one guy's just offsides by an inch or two. Stoppage in play.
Players love to make that last little chip or move at the blue line. See it constantly. Off the draw, Van Dam rifles that one all the way down the ice. And it'll be Meehan up the left wing side for the Riverhawks. Cross ice pass doesn't connect cleanly with Stella. Carrying that one in, Fornas Svensson had it taken off of his stick. Stella gets it back to the point. Now it's Meehan. Still with it. Shot comes in. Glove save by Jared Whale. Nice job trying to find that as he had a couple of bodies out in front. Another look. He had it all the way.
So you're seeing a similar power play here that UA. Just really neither team is overpowering the other thus far.
Shot by Schweigart. Puck got through to Wales, still loose. Finally pops back out. Schweigart with it on his tape one more time. Cross ice pass for Svensson to Schweigart. His shot goes over the net that time. And UAA, Matt Allen, will send that one back out into the neutral zone. Allen picks up the loose puck there, and he'll further that one along as we're down to 43 seconds left on the man advantage. And not much more than that left here in our first period. Riverhawks hit the blue line once again. Centering feed, and that one just high right over the blocker. And now we have a turnover, but getting back to cover up nicely, that was Owens to keep Riley Thompson from springing on a breakaway. Deep into the Seawolf zone. And backhanding that one out in front was Varwerk. Shot goes wide of the net. That was Stephen Owens with the opportunity. Back to the point it goes. Off traffic in front. The shot by Cooper doesn't get through. Down to less than a second, and that's it. Period number one is over, and we are scoreless.
Certainly 11-4 is misleading a little bit. I mean, I would say there are pretty even chances the last power play for Lowell kind of maybe tipped the scales at their end for this first 20 minutes of play. But otherwise, pretty evenly and well played. Speed,
Yeah.
saw that. Not a whole lot of mistakes being made. And rather entertaining first period of hockey for UAA.
Yeah, actually, neither goaltender, like you said, neither goaltender overly tested, I wouldn't say. But yeah, up and down they went. A little bit of physical play, not too crazy. But we're scoreless after one. So with that, we're going to take a break, and we will be back in a few minutes. We'll go through some highlights from that first period, and we'll get you ready for the second. So no score after one. We'll see you here in a few minutes.
Growing up Alaskan makes you, well, a little different. We're an independent bunch, yet we can't get along without each other. We like unique things, and we have unique needs. That's the whole reason we created Club 49, the only travel benefits program made for Alaskans, so you can be you. Alaska Airlines Club 49.
Let's definitely do that after work on Friday. Oh, a lynx! I gotta go.
Oh, wow.
Is that the new iPhone?
The one with titanium?
It's so light.
iPhone 15 Pro, forged in titanium. It's epic. Get one on us with trade-in on Alaska's most advanced network.
Can I hold it?
I'm okay. In case anyone's wondering.
moves on.
This could be the moment we've been waiting for, the chance to feel alive. Nothing's gonna stop us, nothing's gonna top this, nothing like we've ever seen. And I raise my hands to the sky, what a feeling. 'Cause I feel like dancing high, got a feeling, time to feel it. This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins. 'Cause this could be the best day of our lives, yeah. This is where it all begins. Burning like a light show, free yourself and let go, time to see it all. Don't think about tomorrow, today we are heroes, hear adventure call. There are whole new worlds to see, I keep running, and my feet keep lifting me, like I'm flying, time to see it. This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins. 'Cause this could be the best day of our lives, yeah. This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins. A moment to feel alive. This is where it all begins. A moment to feel alive. This is where it all begins. A moment this
Welcome back to the Avis Alaska Sports Complex here on the campus of the University of Alaska Anchorage. David Tuttle, Matt Nevela, UAA, UMass Lowell, scoreless. Look at that. I did that all in one breath. So, take a look at some of the highlights from our first period of play. Good shot there of Coach Shasby, getting ready to start season number 2. The recently re-retired Aaron McFeeters.
He made it through that all right. I asked him last night. He said he was a little sore the next day. But
Yeah, I asked him too.
For those who don't know what we're talking about, he did play in the inter-squad scrimmage, so we like to make fun of the coach or older type. Of course, he's probably, 26?
Yeah. I think he's still got a year left, though.
But as we were talking near the end of the first period, really no grade A chances. That probably would have developed in the one, but Aiden West was taken out on the play beforehand. A penalty goes to Lowell on that one. But no spot-on chances that you would call legit or, big, huge save moments. Some real nice saves, but nothing that screamed, oh, that's a goal for sure.
Yep. Yeah, these two teams come out, I would say they're very even. The shots on goal, like you mentioned at the end of the first period, the shots on goal number is a bit misleading. The Seawolves did also block quite a few shots in that period. They count 5, so I'd say that's probably about right.
It's 5 more than we blocked. It says a lot. I mean, hockey players are about as tough as they come when
absolutely.
We're talking about blocking shots, getting in the way, and we touch on that. Just no room to operate. Like, you think you're behind the net and you got the whole world in front of you for passing lanes. You can create anything when you're kind of behind there by yourself. And Matt Allen, I believe it was, found nothing when he was back there in that portion of the first period.
Yeah, those shooting lanes close in a hurry, and they're not very big to begin with, like you said.
Just the evolution of how the game's changed at all these very highly competitive levels. And you're just, no open space. There's no time to dangle. There's no, very, very seldom is that happening.
Yeah, the size of players and the speed of players these days,
And I think they all have that one-track mind. Like, if you're in your defensive zone, your only job is to make sure this guy doesn't get any opportunity.
Yep.
So you're smothering him, your sticks down, you're doing all these things just to make it about as impossible as you possibly can. And, I'm sure the games have played like that for eons, but it just seems like more relevant in today's action than it's ever been before.
So I mentioned in the first period Porter Shackle, this being his first collegiate game. No, that's just what we have on our lineup sheet. Porter actually played 61 games at the University of Vermont.
That's slightly different.
6 goals, 5 assists, 11 points. So I have to give a shout out to my friend Ronan Clancher. He's listening in.
Good thing he's listening, because there's a very good chance he'll be standing in the spot in about a month or so in my spot when I have to miss a game against Robert Morris. So, Clancy, keep that in mind, bud.
He's done it before very well, so he will be prepared.
Saw him earlier this week and dropped that on him, so that's an expectation he can expect to have happen here.
Underway in our second period, Porter Shackle, the aforementioned, down there wreaking some havoc on the forecheck. Riverhawks send it back into the neutral zone, and they will start ahead. Walking up with it, turning towards the net, broken up nicely down there.
Gunnar Van Dam goes to the deck right away and really loses all semblance of anything, but somehow got a stick behind him to check that one away.
Here's Almquist, shot blocked. Almquist has it right back on his tape. He and Helgeson run into each other, and that'll give the Riverhawks a chance
was not pretty
to come away. Schweighardt starting off the rush to Granowitz, back to Schweighardt, shot deflected in, and I believe Jared Whale got a piece of that to send it wide. Puck rolls up the half wall, shot fanned on by Fornas Svensson, and it's back out into the neutral zone as the Seawolves change. Riverhawks will carry it right back in. Stella leaves off to Fornas Svensson. Almquist had it for a second, then he fumbled it. Almquist back behind the net, sent up the wall. Looking for McNarlin. That never made it there. The puck chipped across the Seawolf zone. Jared White on it for UAA, able to get the puck back to Kozabud. He's harassed behind the net. Dylan Bentley doing hard work down there for the Riverhawks. Puck comes free, and then the shot is fanned on by Stella, and that'll give the Seawolves a chance to at least get it out into the neutral zone. Braden Ingham had it initially. Now it's Jared White for the Seawolves. Trying to turn one towards the net, loses control. White gets it back. Back to the point. Shot by Gilson just wide of the net. Back to Huffman. Went to tee it up, and the puck rolls past him. Back down to Jared Whale.
McNarland got away with the interference there.
And he will take that and get off the ice right now. Here come the Riverhawks. Sent into the zone, carried ahead, shot, and that went up and into the protective netting. 17:33 to play in period 2, and we remain scoreless. First night of college hockey all around the country.
Yeah, intriguing matchup going on up north later tonight is Denver, ranked 4th or 5th, depending on which poll you're looking at, taking on our friends, the Fairbanks Nanooks.
Half of Denver's coaching staff, actually 2/3 of Denver's coaching staff consists of former Nanook coaches.
David Carl, a Alaska kid in his own right.
Yep. And the Seawolves will carry it out. Here's Thompson. Sending it into the Riverhawk zone. First one on it was Blanchard, and he gets lit up from behind by Aiden Weston. Riverhawks back into the Seawolf zone. Centering pass. Nobody home for UML. Puck rolls into the corner. Bamber sends it up the wall looking for Allen. He was tied up. Allen able to get that one free to Van Dam. Nearly lost control. Nice job to hang on to it. And Gunnar Van Dam will send that one ahead. And that will go for icing as that eluded everyone on the way down. Faceoff will come back to the UAA zone with 16:40 to play in the second period.
Gunner's got to learn to take advantage of that extra ice he had there and at least get over center before he lets that go. And yes, he had Matt Allen draped on that left side right there, but he could have gotten over center and inverted the icing call altogether.
Another look right there for the fans at home of the hit Aiden Weston put on Blanchard.
Very rarely got away with that, in my opinion.
Back to live action.
Quite after the play.
Allen tries to send that one ahead. It's cut off by Schweigart, and UAA finally able to chip that one out through the neutral zone. That'll allow a change. Riley Thompson will get there, send it backhanded into the zone. Puck chipped ahead by Bentley. Seawolves up the left-hand side now. It's Van Dam once again. Got the red line that time. And deep into the Riverhawk zone it goes. Puck comes loose and squirts across the top of the zone. But the Riverhawks able to bring it in and carry it back down. Caleb Huffman rubs out one of the forwards. And that leaves off for Alex Gomez to turn it ahead. Nobody knows where the puck is. Finally, Mark Cooper finds it for UMass Lowell. He backpedals in his own end. Pass deflected. That's going to go all the way down. That will not go for icing. Almquist ridden hard into the wall. Gomez knocks it into the Riverhawk zone. UMass Lowell retakes possession. Now it's Ingham. Leaves off for Cooper. Pass ahead to Granowitz. He'll carry. Cutting to the left-hand side. He's watched down there by William Gilson.
Just past the 5-minute mark. No official shots on goal by either team as of yet.
Porter Shackles pass ahead. Finds Helgeson. Works the puck around Blanchard deep into the UMass Lowell zone. Him and Blanchard go hard into the wall behind the net. Almquist down there trying to dig the puck free. Gets it ahead to Granowitz. Not able to clear the zone. Helgeson, nice job to get a stick on that to keep it alive in the zone momentarily for the Seawolves. Kozabud, his shot is blocked as he was trying to dump it right back in. Then Helgeson leaves off for Almquist and then takes a return feed. Helgeson with it. Walks in, shot wide of the net. Porter Shackle. Back to the point it goes. Kozabud, cross-ice shot. hit traffic on the way through, a broken stick as a result of it. And then UMass will send that one all the way down the ice. Icing will be waved off. Now Fornas Svensson goes down.
Little knee action right there.
Yep, that's the second time we've seen some knee action tonight. Think back to the first period when Aiden Weston got kneed trying to enter the UMass zone. Jared White backhands that one ahead, and here comes McNarland. Carter McNarland up the right wing side. Pulls up, shot, save, rebound is loose.
Great reaction
Jared
from
White.
Welsh there to wipe that one away.
Another shot and another opportunity for this line. Gunnar Van Dam, that was Adam Tisdale with that shot. I was looking at Gunnar Van Dam. He was the near side defenseman. McNarland, the pass ahead, connects to Jared White. Leaves off for Tisdale. Passed back, looking for Bamber. He couldn't control it cleanly.
On his offhand there, that's probably the biggest issue there for Bamber. Being a right-handed shot made that reception and any kind of delivery on net difficult.
Nice work by that line. UMass comes right back the other way. Shot blocked. Rebound is picked up, and that one's put on net. Jared Whale will hang on as his friends come to bail out.
Scout Truman for Lowell getting that last little clip there. Puck deflected. It comes right down. One of the Riverhawks' best opportunities right there.
Yeah, nice job by Jared Whale to stick with that one. He could have easily found himself out of position after that shot was blocked, and the rebound just kind of fell right in front of him. So he did a nice job to stay with it and make that save. Lake Superior State, next week's opponent for UAA, lost tonight at Michigan State 5-2. Off the draw, shot never made it on net. Backhanded up and out of the zone. Aiden Weston got to it, and then it's sent deeper by Allen. Matt Allen gets it back, now leaves off for Gilson. Dangerously so, but Gilson, nice wheels to get to that. Cross ice feed, looking for Riley Thompson in the corner. He can't handle it. Thompson, though, picks up the loose puck because there's a scrum going into the corner. Pass came out in front, shot sent wide of the net by Allen. Allen on it once again. Now Aiden Weston goes to the Caleb Huffman at the far point. Huffman trying to work it deeper into the zone. Ends up getting stripped by Truman. And UAA forced to retreat to the neutral zone. Pass eludes everybody, and then the Riverhawks will send that all the way down. Jared Whale leaves off for Gilson. His pass deflected into the zone by Kanash. Engem leaves off for Bentley. Across the blue line come the Riverhawks. Well defended. And with it once again is Engem. Backhands it into the far corner. Gilson coming together with Bentley. Kanash down there also trying to help out. And the Riverhawks come out with a puck on their stick, at least momentarily, and now the Seawolves will carry the other way. Kanash fumbles it as he crosses the blue line. Sent back out into the neutral zone by Lowell. Kanash, once again, this time he'll send it deep into the zone. He'll go for a change as Welsh out of his net. He will play that one into the corner. Pass looking for Peterson right there is broken up, but Cole for the Riverhawks is able to send it ahead. Granowitz tied up behind the net by Finley. And Helgeson trying to chip that one off the wall. Can't get it out of the zone. Finley trying to get it to Koza, but that didn't connect. And now it's Porter Shackle carrying ahead. Throws a puck just wide of the net. Helgeson gathered in it momentarily, sent it right back around behind the net. And the Riverhawks backhand it to the neutral zone. Then Shackle turns it right back in on net. Schweigart, long pass ahead. Deflected wide of the net. Or a shot attempt by Granowitz, missed him. And then the Seawolves will come back once again with numbers if they hurry. Pass doesn't connect from Shackle. Puck chipped in to the Riverhawk zone. Schweigart. And it's Meehan slowing things down as his guys change in front of the play. And now Meehan will carry ahead. and send it all the way down. That's going to go for icing. And the Riverhawks don't like that when they thought their guy was there first. However, the officials say no. So instead of our TV timeout, we're going to have a face-off coming up in the Lowell zone to the right of goaltender Henry Welsh.
You look at the fact there's no scoring in this game, and you start kind of thinking about these old UAA teams that struggled so much to score, played that style. We're going to just maybe get one or two chances. That's not the way this has been played. There's been some open chances here, just no real spot on, as we mentioned earlier. So, but you've seen a flow. You've seen offensive rushes and that sort of thing. So it's just a matter of time before one of these teams gets on the board.
Yeah, both goaltenders tonight, neither one's been overly tested. I think both teams have defended pretty well, limiting, like you just said, limiting all the grade A chances. So the dam will break. You just have to wait for it to happen. Gilson turns it deeper into the Lowell zone. Not deep enough, though, as the Riverhawks able to get it right back out. And picking it up, Forna Svensson walks in, shot saved by Whale, backhanded up and out of the zone by McNarland. We've got a whistle as the net has come off. And let's take a TV timeout. 9:09 to play in our second period. We have no score. We'll be right back.
Come fill the stadium and cheer your Seawolves on.
Growing up Alaskan makes you, well, a little different. We're an independent bunch, yet we can't get along without each other. We like unique things, and we have unique needs. That's the whole reason we created Club 49, the only travel benefits program made for Alaskans, so you can be you. Alaska Airlines Club 49.
I almost forgot that I gave my daughter my debit card. That could be dangerous. 9:09 to play, second period. No score. Face-off coming up just in front of the UMass Lowell bench, right outside the Seawolf blue line. Off the draw, puck is chipped into empty space, and it's Kozabud sending that one ahead. Getting to it first is Blanchard, and UMass will come ahead. Owens carrying it for the Riverhawks. They're in offside, and there's the whistle. And we'll have another face-off coming up outside of the UMass Lowell, or I'm sorry, the Seawolf zone. Shots on goal count has closed up a little bit, 13-8 now in favor of Lowell. And then Matt Allen chips that one deep into the UML zone. Aiden Weston chasing that one down. First one on it, though, is Cooper for the Riverhawks. He's able to get that one ahead. Weston, though, finds a loose puck, carries around behind the net, goes to the backhand, saved by Welsh. Nice job by Weston right there to realize he had some time.
Riley Thompson's going to go.
And that's going to be a holding call on Thompson.
Yeah,
so
Riley lost his stick, and when it hit the ice, he just going to grab the guy.
penalty comes at 11:38 of our second period. Lowell 0 for 1 tonight with the man advantage. And off the draw, Seawolves waste no time sending that one all the way down the rink. Schweigart leading the rush for UMass. Cross ice feed to Forna Svensson. And UAA here a chance to carry ahead, and doing so.
Good effort from Connor there. Eat up as much time as you possibly can here on the PK.
Riverhawks finally able to pull that puck out. And Rayom leaves off for Schweigart. Now Meehan back to Rayom as he enters the zone, rims it all the way around the boards. Kosaba down there trying to pull that puck free. It makes its way back to Schweigart. Shot comes in. Traffic in front. Don't think it ever made it on net. Centering feed, Jared Whale with the stick. And gets some help sending that one all the way down the ice by Belitsky. 50 seconds left in the UMass Lowell power play. 7:08 to go in our second period. We are scoreless. Puck chipped deep into the Seawolves zone. Bentley the first one on it down there for UMass Lowell. Back to the point it goes to Janssen. He fumbles it. Almquist on him quickly. And those two scrap for possession, but it's sent deep into the zone by the Riverhawks. Scout Truman runs into traffic in the corner. Puck now finally comes free. Back to the point. Not able to handle it cleanly, and a chance to carry out for the Seawolves. It's Almquist trying to go back to Jared White. Now it's Connor Cole with it in front. He couldn't handle it cleanly either. And then Gilson attempted a backhander that went wide of the net. 5 seconds left in this UML man advantage. Up and ready to leave the box is Thompson. And we are back to 5-a-side as UAA gives up no shots with that man advantage. Play broken up by Tisdale. He's got it back on his stick. Tisdale throws one towards the front of the net, wide. Now it's Jared White. Look to go back to Tisdale through the blue paint. That hit skates, and it went back to the point. Jared White trying to pull that one free again behind the net. He blows a tire. And now it's backhanded up, not out. Tisdale keeps that alive, shoots the puck into skates, and the Riverhawks. Crosso will finally carry this one ahead, trying to work his way free. Does so and gets a good backhander off. Jared Whale, nice job to follow that puck and get it right in the crest. But good opportunity there created by Matt Crossa.
Yeah, didn't overpower with speed or anything, just kind of made that nice little flip and went to his left, and just enough to get a good look and good shot on Jared Well, who was up to the task.
.5:45 left in a quick-moving second period. Shot sent toward Jared Whale. May have gotten it with a blocker. That one wide of the net. And now backhanded up by McNarland. Carrying it is Tisdale. Has it knocked off his stick as he hits the blue line. Seawolves, though, still control. Kozabud flips it deep into the Riverhawks end. Seawolves changing behind the play. Long pass ahead, not handled by Varwerk. And it's sent back around by UAA. Thompson to Kozabud. Goes ahead looking for McNarland. That didn't connect, but following up the play, Kozabud had it momentarily again till Peterson stole it from him. Schweigart cross ice to Meehan, and he gets hammered. Actually, that was Braden Ingham, and he's feeling that right now. Thompson.
So is Jared White as he goes back to the UAA bench.
Granowitz carries ahead for the Riverhawks. And Jared Whale steps out of his net. He'll play that one. And it's Allen up the left wing side. Onside as he hits the blue line, but loses control of the puck. Stella can't control. Allen has it right back on his tape. Matt Allen cuts to the right, still with it. Shot goes through the blue paint. Nobody home there for the Seawolves, and it's back out into the neutral zone. William Gilson with it on his tape.
One of the nice things you see about an open ice hit like that is not everyone lost their minds and thought like it had to, everyone had to throw hands because of it, and everyone just went on with their business.
It is a good, hard, clean hit, and that's what you like to see, obviously. But yeah, at other levels, you would definitely see gloves fly and hurt feelings all around. Puck sent back into the zone by the Seawolves. Almquist trying to chase that one down, and he will. Almquist centers out front. Shot scored! UAA breaks the ice. Porter Shackle.
It is 62nd collegiate game.
His 7th career goal, first one in a UAA uniform. And that comes at 16-13. Ben Almquist right there did a great job making that play as he pulls the puck free from the half wall, able to walk around one of the defenders, and then takes his time, finds Shackle, who had a defender draped all over him, and finds the back of the net. And I have a feeling, I've had a feeling UAA or UML might look for an offside, but they did not.
So we mentioned the ice was going to break, and there it is, cracking right there as the Seawolves get a well-deserved one-goal lead as we enter the final stages of the second period.
So Shackle from Almquist at 16-13 puts the Seawolves on top late in our second period.
Legitimate howls there.
Yeah.
Answering Casey Bieber's call on the PA. Nice to hear that and see that. Again, a great crowd here tonight. Credit to all the work behind the scenes to make this an event for people to enjoy, and so far so good on that end.
Puck rolls in toward Jared Whale. He claps the glove on it for another whistle. Now, we did say that was Shackle's 7th career goal, first with the Seawolves, but all 7 of them have been scored in green and gold.
Catamounts were the same color.
That's correct.
I just wanted a chance to say Catamounts, so that's
That
always
is
a good
cool
day when
name.
that happens.
It is a cool name. I think there's 2 Catamounts in the NCAA, but only 1 in hockey. Thrown towards the net right there, bounced through a couple of UMass Lowell sticks, and it's Bamber for the Seawolves. Nice saucer pad ahead, gets it to Kanash on the run. He did a good job to get that one from his glove to his stick. And UAA still possesses in the UMass zone. Gomez goes into the corner, pulls that puck free. Gunnar Van Dam backhands that one softly up the wall. It's broken up, and the Riverhawks will carry ahead on the stick of Owens up the right-hand side. He's watched down there by Bamber. Owens forced to curl back and then send it deeper into the UAA zone. Centering pass doesn't connect. Then Alex Gomez able to turn it out of the zone for the Seawolves.
Seawolves with a shots on goal advantage of 7-3 in the second period. Whoop.
Opportunity there for the Riverhawks as the puck came loose behind the net. Granowitz tried to turn it into a wraparound attempt. Jared Whale had none of that. And the Seawolves now back through the neutral zone. Puck sent deep. Welsh out of his net to slap it back up the boards. And the Riverhawks send that one all the way down. Icing is waved off as Jared Whale comes out to play that one to Kozabud. Pass is broken up, but Riverhawks were offside, so McNarland will pick that one up and get it ahead. And into the Riverhawks zone it goes. Engum had it momentarily, loses control. Now it's Thompson for the Seawolves. Riley Thompson has it taken off his stick by Becker, and the Riverhawks able to get it back out into the neutral zone. Kozabud picks it up just inside his own blue line. Pass ahead, turns into a shot on goal as Welsh will put a glove on that and hang on for a whistle. We are down to 1:37 now in our second period.
Second intermission. David's going to have a nice chat with UA Athletic Director Ryan Swartwood. We'll take a few minutes break, come back, and we'll have that. Hear what Ryan's got to say.
Going to ask him all the tough questions.
A guy who always sees the positive side of things. I like that about Ryan. You talk to him, you just get a happy vibe. I think he appreciates not necessarily the position he was put in when we lost the former AD, but he's done a great job so far, and it'd be interesting to see. He has been supportive of the efforts Kathy Beathard and everyone makes here.
Chance out in front. We've got sticks up. Referee waves it off immediately.
And I think the replay is going to show UMass is 13. That's Svensson was really the first one there on that far left post. Caught up with UA players to knock that net off. Nope. Actually, right there, Gilson was taken out as Steve was sliding.
Yeah, it was.
Tisdale.
It was well off before that shot was taken. So there really shouldn't be
Porter
much
Shackle
question.
was hit the deck, so I don't think there's much to debate there.
No, I don't think so.
Seawolves catch a break. The late Greg Myford. The name just came to me.
So Norm Bazin, wants a chat with the ref to find out what they saw. And with a minute 26 on the clock here in our second period.
I mean, it was away from the play, clearly, but the net was definitely off the moorings far before the puck was entered into play, and there was a UMass Lowell player caught up with Porter Shackle.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't intentionally knocked off. It happened in the course of play in that area. So, and I don't know that there's anything that they can review on that. Here's another look at it.
So Gilson moves behind. He gets tripped by Shackle. Shackles looks like his left leg is the one that takes the net off the moorings well before the goal went in.
So it looks like everyone is at least content with the explanation. Whether they
no
like
one's
it or
ever
not.
happy in a hockey
Whether
game.
they like it or not, it's a
Content.
different story. So we'll go with content.
Aye.
Then Porter Shackle rocked from behind. No ref arm up on that one. That could have definitely been a check from behind. Almquist tries to filter a pass through. That didn't connect with Shackle. Almquist back on his stick. He backhands it into the UMass zone. And now it's Meehan. Long pass ahead, broken up right at the blue line. And then it's sent ahead for Helgeson. Helgeson trying to get around. Schweigart got a shot towards the front of the net. It bounced out in front, but harmlessly over to the wall. Seawolves still possess, and now it squirts back out into the neutral zone as we are under a minute to go in
Gilson
our
just
second
zapped Dylan
period.
Findlay. Puck goes into the UA bench, so a stoppage and a face-off coming right up.
It's not a way to make friends with your teammates. Another look at that hit on Shackle. Looked like it was more to the side than it really was the back. And Porter Shackle got up, no worse for the wear.
Wait, it's not often you see multiple kind of open ice hits like that with nothing happening after the fact.
Yeah. And it's easy for me to say that he gets up no worse for the wear because
well, I'm just
150
hurting
feet
from
away.
sitting here watching it. So ill-conceived ice from the Seawolves there. We'll take the face-off down to Jared Wales left.
.36 seconds remain in period number 2. Off the draw, Seawolves pull that one free, and again, that's going to go for icing as it's chipped up off the glass and all the way down. It's definitely not a quick way to kill the last 28 seconds of the period. But if you keep winning the face-off, it can be effective.
Yeah, it's just that one little thing. You're trying to make the right play by just getting it out of harm's way and give it a little too much oomph. Another win from the Seawolves there.
And a chance to skate by Kozabud.
Uh-oh.
His pass is broken up. And trying to come back into the zone, not able to do so was Peterson. And the Seawolves can't clear the zone. Long pass ahead. That's Kanash. Matt Kanash shot. Save made there by Welsh. A sneaky little shot by Kanash. Welsh got that with the blocker. And that's going to be it for period number 2. 1-0 UAA on top on a goal by Porter Shackle. Another look at that shot there by Matt Kanash. Good save by Henry Welsh.
Seawolves leaving the sheet to a well-deserved round of applause from their fans.
Shots on goal considerably tighter than what it was at the end of our first period. Reading right now 15-13, if my eyes don't deceive me through the white netting.
That's 9-4. 9-4 second period in favor of Seawolves. Yes.
Yes.
Math, baby.
Yep. But the most important score is the 1-0 UAA lead after 2 periods of play. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back in just a moment with UAA Athletic Director Ryan Swartwood. We'll see what he has to say about the Seawolves and other stuff. So we'll be back in just a few moments.
Growing up Alaskan makes you, well, a little different. We're an independent bunch, yet we can't get along without each other. We like unique things, and we have unique needs. That's the whole reason we created Club 49, the only travel benefits program made for Alaskans, so you can be you. Alaska Airlines Club 49.
Let's definitely do that after work on Friday. Oh, a lynx. I gotta go.
Oh, wow.
Is that the new iPhone?
The one with titanium?
It's so light.
iPhone 15 Pro, forged in titanium. It's epic. Get one on us with trade-in on Alaska's most advanced network.
Can I hold it?
I'm okay. In case anyone's wondering.
Come fill the stadium and cheer your Seawolves on.
And welcome back to the Avis Alaska Sports Complex. Pleased to be joined now by UAA Athletic Director Ryan Swartwood. And, you know, like you just said, thought we were going to have a tie game there at the end of the first period. Got a fortunate break by the puck or the net having been knocked off by a UAA player with a little bit of help from one of the UMass Lowell players. But, you know, you got to like what you see right off the bat this year.
Yeah, so far it's been great. I mean, seeing the way the boys are out competing tonight, how hard they're playing. Sellout crowd. It's been a great night so far, and it'll be a tough final period here. Hopefully we can hang on.
You know, UMass came into this weekend series, as you probably know, with a little bit of a not nice feeling after what happened at Lowell last year when UAA went back there and swept a pair of games. So it's really nice to see that the Seawolves came out, matched that the intensity, and have played really, really well tonight. It's kind of a continuation of what we saw at the end of last year.
It is. You're right. We knew Lowell was going to come out tonight ready to go after that sweep last year at their place. So I think it's great for us to have a quality opponent here at the Avis Alaska Sports Complex to open up the season. And the way the first two periods have gone is just outstanding for us.
Definitely. And a great schedule this year that Matt and the coaching staff have put together. So you mentioned a minute ago a sellout crowd. Obviously, that's what we want to keep seeing, which that's going to lead me to the question about how is things with the new arena that's being talked about, how are those progressing? Obviously, the big one is funding.
Totally. Yeah, I think tonight's a great example of the demand that we have here in the Anchorage market in terms of another sellout crowd tonight. The student section, general admission area downstairs is packed. The bleachers are packed. So we will have an observation deck coming online here shortly. That'll be able to add to that capacity. But I think more seats and finding a way to build that capacity and continue to build the fan experience as well. So every single season making sure that we have something new where we're demonstrating to the fan base, UAA hockey is back. We're here to stay. And we're ecstatic that we're back and here to stay.
You know, I think, I hate to interrupt you, but I think that's a big thing
Yes.
is because starting last season or going into the off season, if you will, when all the fundraising began to happen, we need to get enough money to support the program through 2 years. So knowing now that money's coming in, butts are in the seats, which is obviously what we want to see, it's nice to know that there's a sense of stability. There's not necessarily that huge cloud of uncertainty around the program. Is it only going to be around for 2 years? But, you know, it's a sense of stability. The fan base is obviously here. They're enjoying the product that's being put on the ice by Matt. He's recruited a bunch of great kids.
Yes.
So just knowing that there's some stability is maybe the one thing that's going to give fans a chance to breathe a sigh of relief. It's not well, we've only got 2 years. What's going to happen after that?
That's right. I think it's all about stability, and that's what's going to allow Shasby to recruit at the level he's recruiting at.
Mhm.
And so we're very excited that we feel stable. University leadership is behind this program 110%, so it's been fabulous.
Good. You know, and you and I have talked is, like you mentioned a minute ago, you want to try and add something new every year. And
yes.
You and I talked a couple of weeks ago. It's, you know, this year we're on YouTube free again.
Yep.
And that's great. I love the fact that we're out there, can let my family know in Arizona or Virginia, hey, tune in and watch. But, you know, as things go forward, looking to get back on the radio, things like that give the fans more of a chance to take in the team with a hometown announcer.
Yes.
Now, that's a little plug for myself to travel, but that's neither here nor there. But the thing is giving the fans a chance to listen to the games on the radio again, like they grew up doing in a lot of cases.
Yes.
That's just one of those things to look forward to as we build down the road. You're in the busy part of your season right now.
We are.
Volleyball, hockey, basketball getting ready to come online.
Yes.
Cross country, I believe, just finished or is getting ready to finish.
We'll have our cross-country championships here in a few weeks, so we're in the prime of that as well.
So how do you keep busy these days? Let me ask you that.
Yeah, I think for us, this is definitely the time of year and the rhythm of our season where it gets very busy across all of our sport programs. But for us, it's an opportunity to demonstrate that vibrancy on campus that we have here as an athletics department. So whether it's hockey with the sellout crowd, we got volleyball, pack the house match next Saturday night. And then after that, we're back at home, hockey Air Force.
Yep.
Men's basketball is going to open up the season, and then we have the women's basketball season with the Great Alaska Shootout in mid-November.
Right.
So from here on out, it only gets busier, and we love it.
Now, the Great Alaska Shootout, fantastic event, and it's great to see that the women have brought it back.
Yes.
Let me ask, has there been any thought about the men bringing it back?
We have gotten that question several times, and I'll say that right now we're very happy that it's a women's basketball tournament. And we're bringing in quality teams. We got Utah, UAB, Eastern Kentucky coming to town here next month. But I think as long as people are going to ask the question, that's a good thing. It shows that there might be interest in having that be a men's basketball tournament as well in the future. So I think all options are on the table. We have a couple of great sponsors, ConocoPhillips Alaska, ASRC, are fully behind that tournament, and they're really the reason why we were able to bring it back, and the future is bright.
Yeah, it's great to have it back. It's definitely something that this community embraced every year because the teams that would come up here, you know, big names, Duke, Purdue, you name it.
Yes.
And, you know, I realize with the men's basketball side of thing, it gets more difficult having tournaments just because the way the rules have changed. So it's almost more of an incentive for teams to go to the Caribbean or Hawaii. Yes. But no, it was such a great tournament for so many years. It would be fantastic to bring it back. But like you said, it's great seeing that the women are still carrying it on.
Yes.
So looking into the future now of Seawolf Athletics, you're in your second year.
I am.
So first of all, let me ask you, moving into the full-time AD role last year, what was that like for you?
No, I think right away it was, Greg Myford, our AD, he was my mentor and he was a friend, so when Greg passed away, it was really challenging for all of us.
Yeah.
It was an opportunity for me to step up in the leadership role, first as the interim AD and then the permanent AD. We really do have great university leadership. I mean, Chancellor Sean Parnell is behind the athletics department. Yeah. I was just talking to our Vice Chancellor, Ryan Buckholtz, about 2 minutes before coming on the air with you He's here. A great group of administration, Dee Allen, Ian Marks, Ashley McKibben, Travis Parrish, and others, great coaches. So I think for me, it's just great to be part of this athletics department. And I wake up every day excited about coming to work.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what? Things are on the right track, and it seems like they're on the right track in so many ways. Prime example, just look at on the ice right now. So things are very much on track. Now, going into this year and beyond, what kind of changes, if any, do you think you might see in the Seawolf athletic programs?
I think from year to year, we're constantly thinking of, what can we do differently?
Mm-hmm.
So I think, whether it's hockey or court sports, thinking of the fan experience, things that we're doing promotions-wise, advertising, how we're raising awareness for the programs. We've gotten much more aggressive this year in terms of getting the word out on social media and otherwise about the program. So I think that's been one of the main changes, trying to get more aggressive and more of a forward lean in terms of how we build awareness about the programs and the games we have coming up. So that's been a huge focus. Also, always student-athlete wellness is one of our big themes this year. It's a theme every year, but we made it one of our focal points this year.
And it seems like that one is one that oftentimes gets overlooked because, it doesn't really matter what sport you're looking at. You're always looking at what's going on the field or the court or the ice. And that's one thing that really gets overlooked is because student-athlete, you've got so much going on in the student side of the house.
Yes.
Along with the athlete side of the house, you've got to help them to find that happy medium right there, and there's a lot of things that need to go into that to make them successful.
We do. We talk about, academically, athletically, and socially, and having that experience as a student athlete. So what are we doing to make sure that we're trying to help our student athletes have the best experience that they can? So that's also something that we talk about, every single staff meeting we have in our department.
So I understand that you're becoming a hockey parent.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
How's that treating you?
It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'll share a funny little story here. I mean, I grew up. My dad was a high school football coach, so I didn't play much soccer growing up. We tried soccer for my 4-year-old Sammy. Wonderful people, wonderful coaches. It did not work out, and let's just say that learn to skate and the sport of hockey appears to be Sammy Swartwood's number one choice. I am ecstatic about it, and I think I enjoy how much fun he has. He's with, Coach Kurt Kohlberg and the boys at the Sea Pups Learn to Skate program. He had his first session on Thursday night. He had a great time, so I am loving being a hockey dad.
Great. That's great. And, I'll say this about soccer. Soccer's great, lots of fun, but when they're little, there's so many other things to do on that field. There's flowers that need to be picked. There's blades of grass that get too long. They need to be picked. With hockey, you lose a lot of that. And just look on the bright side as he gets older, you could become a goalie parent.
I love that.
You won't. No, it's and being with AHA and Kurt Kohlberg, I've known him for a long time, and it's a great program there. So I'm glad that you're in the mix, if you will, as being a hockey parent. And as soon as those pucks start flying and those 7 a.m. practices start rolling around, you're going to love it even more.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
Ryan, thanks for coming up tonight. I appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing where this season goes, and I know you do too.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
We'll be back at the Avis Alaska Sports Complex in just a few minutes. with Don't Stop Believin' rocking in the background. Check out some highlights from our second period of play. Big hit right there put on by Jared White on Braden Ingram. I don't know who got the worst of that one, but they were both a little bit shaky going back to the benches. Then a nice play here by Ben Almquist. Great individual effort. Works his way around the defender, cuts beneath the goal line, and finds a wide open, well, not a wide open, a well-covered Porter Shackle, who's able to rip that one low glove side on Henry Welsh and put UAA up 1-0. That's where our score is right now after 2 periods of play.
Bit of all or nothing swipe there, as you mentioned, and well covered Shackle was on that play. Just did all he could to get anything on that puck, and just enough to slither it through all that traffic.
You know, and it shows you the strength that he has. He's a big kid. Porter Shackle comes in 6'4", 205, but it just shows you the strength that he's able to get that off while he's being hugged, if you will, by Alex Peterson.
Defended, being well defended.
Well defended, yes.
So here's the test. Here's like the first big test, the first big game of the year for the Seawolves. What can they do with a lead going in the third period? The old 1-goal lead. But if they continue to play like they did in the third period, they might not have a problem here. They kind of carried the play and certainly outshot the Riverhawks there in that second 20 minutes.
Yeah, and you said it at the end of the second, holding them to only 4 shots on goal in that period. It's similar to what we saw from last year with this team. Is they do a nice job oftentimes of really limiting the other team's chances, keeping things to the outside, limiting the shot numbers. And, we saw it against Western Michigan to start the season a year ago, just how everyone was bought into selling out to play defense. And that's what it's going to take here for this next 20 minutes to come away with the W tonight.
Well, I saw Chris Kamala during the second intermission back in the coach's office there, and we referred to it as a well-deserved goal, and he quickly said, hopefully the first of a couple. And, adding it to any kind of insurance here would be extra little wind beneath their wings headed here in these final stretch.
Definitely. Well, we are underway in our final frame. Puck sent deep into the Seawolf zone. Jared Whale comes out of his cage. He will play that one up for Porter Shackle. Shackle's going to carry around, use the net as a shield, and then backhand that one forward. Pass is broken up in the neutral zone. Shackle working hard to try and get that one back. The Riverhawks just get it back into the Seawolf zone. Brett Bamber for UAA. He gets rocked behind the play. That was Nick Rayom hitting Bamber. Then Bamber returns the favor. Nicely done there on Isaac Janssen. Cross-ice feed, Porter Shackle looking for Helgeson. That's broken up. Carrying him right back into the zone is Bentley. Then a shot comes off of Nick Rayom's stick that goes high and wide as it was blocked on the way through. Riverhawks trying to keep that one in the Seawolf zone, able to do so. With it behind the net, Rayom, he's defended back there by Bamber. Make that Gunnar Van Dam 17, not 77. Now it's Bentley back across the blue line for the Riverhawks. Tries to go back to the point. It eludes Schweigart, and he's forced to retreat with Meehan. Meehan fumbles the puck. Picking it up, or trying to pick it up, was Tisdale. He's cut off by Schweigart. And Schweigart will go behind the net, trying to get away from Tisdale. Loses the puck. Tisdale with it once again. Throws it deep into the UMass Lowell end. Backhanded by Finley, deeper into the zone. Up the wall it goes off of Peterson's stick. And then Peterson will get it back and carry ahead through the neutral zone. Throws a shot into the glove of Jared Whale, and he's going to hold on and get the whistle. Game number 101 of Adam Tisdale's career tonight. Came to UAA as a grad transfer last year from Clarkson and then Sacred Heart. And, of course, only played in 4 games with the Seawolves last year before breaking his leg and missing the rest of the season. So he is very excited to have a good year this year. And we've got a referee's whistle. That's going to be a hand pass right off the face-off. It's not sure if they caught that or not, and they did. So that'll bring the face-off back to the Seawolf zone, and we'll do it all over again to the right of Jared Whale.
So also Adam Tisdale, listen, we go in the penalty box. I missed the call. Exactly what?
Is that for the hand pass off the draw?
I believe that's what we're doing here, yes.
So 1:53 will be the time of that penalty on Adam Tisdale.
A little adversity coming to the Seawolves early here in the third period as they go on the penalty kill. Just keep doing what's been working here.
So I knew that rule had taken effect in the NHL. I wasn't aware that it had taken effect in college, so now I am. Cross ice feed, broken
the catch-all
up.
delay of
and
game.
Here's a chance for the Seawolves with numbers. Bamber carrying ahead, throws a shot off the back end of the defender. Probably not the worst play that he could have made right there, considering that would have been a really tough pass to get through.
I like the way Ben Elmelquist just peeled off, too. Once he saw it wasn't a full chance, he got back to make sure there were two defenders back to avert any kind of fast break from the Riverhawks.
So the call on Tisdale at the 1:53 mark, 2 minutes for delay of game. And like I said, that's because of playing the puck with his hand right off the faceoff. Can't do that. And so the Riverhawks on their third power play chance of the night. Schweigart, cross ice feed. Now coming ahead is Rayom. He hits the blue line, fumbles the puck in front of Dylan Finley. He's able to get it ahead to Belitsky. Belitsky can't get it out of the zone. Meehan cuts him off. Meehan keeps it alive for the Riverhawks, and puck deflects up into the protective netting, and we'll have a face-off in the UAA zone. 48 seconds left on the UMass Lowell man advantage. 16:54 to play in our third period. 1-0 is our score. Face-off now to the right once again of Jared Whale. Gilson goes hard into the back wall with one of the Riverhawks, and it's sent back around. Now Schweigart at the left point. Gives off down low, looking for Stella. He didn't handle it cleanly. That gives UAA a chance to send that one all the way down the pond one more time. Welsh out of his net. Leaves off for Schweigart. Schweigart run into with Matt Allen. Those two come together. No call made. And I think that's probably a good no call.
Schweiger is definitely dinged up.
Yeah, he went hard on his back. Big blocker save by Jared Whale. He able to punch that one all the way back into the neutral zone as we're into the last 7 seconds of the UMass man advantage. And we're going to get back to 5-a-side now as hitting the line and the shot save made by Jared Whale. That was Owen Cole with that opportunity. UAA now, Almquist trying to carry it ahead. Hasn't knocked off his stick. But now it's Porter Shackle. So one shot on goal for the Riverhawks during that man advantage. Once again, UAA doing a really nice job on the PK tonight. Walking in with it is Shackle. He's ridden hard into the back wall by Braden Engum. Riverhawks back in the neutral zone. It's Blanchard trying to get around Gilson. Throws one in front. Broken up. And then Jared Whale has a whole company of players end up knocking him into the net. So we'll get a face-off as cooler heads look to prevail.
We touched on it back when Porter Shackle scored that goal. We were kind of questioning whether Lowell was going to try to ask for a replay review. Some people telling me that that offsides could have been a very legitimate call on that goal play, but it's too late now. That happened about 45 minutes ago.
Yeah, I really thought that might happen because I wasn't totally sure. And then they just showed a replay of that hit with Allen and Schweigart. And I think there was a very legitimate call to be made on TJ Schweigart right there for a hold. None came. Another look here at that UMass Lowell opportunity that turned into
more nets off more moorings.
Yes.
But the stanchions haven't come into play yet.
Not
season.
tonight.
Not yet.
That's the first moorings we've had this season,
15 minutes to go here.
off the draw in the Seawolf zone. UAA controls, sent ahead, and Helgeson chips it into the Lowell zone. Becker, the first one on it. He will carry ahead for the Riverhawks. Mitch Becker up the right wing side, hangs on. Becker still with it, throws one toward the net. Jared Whale gets that with the stick. Now behind the Seawolf net. Becker once again tries to stuff it further into the zone, and it ends up coming all the way back out to the neutral zone. Riverhawks.
There we go.
Yep, that's going to be a call, and that's not going to make the fans happy because there's a couple of so-sos that could have gone the other way.
Helgeson didn't skate. I mean, let's just be honest.
Oh, no, it's definitely a good call. I'm not going to dispute that a bit.
It's one thing you can question that if you can see the defending player motoring, and that really was just kind of a grab or definitely not going all out. So
yes,
definitely a penalty and definitely another Riverhawks power play coming right up.
So, yep, another look there. Call it a hook, call it a slash. Either way, it's 2 minutes on the clock. So, second power play opportunity of the period now for the Riverhawks. Schweigart, cross ice to Meehan. Hangs on, tries to work his way into the middle. Schweigart, Meehan takes another feed. Another shot. That hit traffic and went over the net. Jared Whale had to be quick to find that. I believe that call was a hold on Helgeson. Got a scrum of 5 players. It finally comes out, and Carson Kosaba just rips it around the boards into the neutral zone. Schweigart has it, gives off to Rayom. Nick Rayom is tripped on the way through. No call.
Wow.
Oh, that is a big surprise. Now here's Almquist with an opportunity to skate. TJ Schweigart back for the Riverhawks. Almquist hangs on, drop pass to Belitsky. Fanned on the shot.
I like what Carter did, though. He kind of missed, top fired, but he just turned and kept that puck in the corner for that extra 3 or 4 seconds.
Yep. Smart play. Riverhawks now with 55 seconds to go on the man advantage. Becker leaves that one off for Truman to carry into the zone. Truman gets tied up on the wall. Puck comes free. Back to the point. Janssen. He gives off. Shot by Becker, or pass attempt, I should say, by Becker. Didn't connect. Trying to stuff that one out in front, but that didn't connect either. And Janssen has it again for the Riverhawks. Shot. Hits traffic. Doesn't make it to Jared Whale. Back to the point. Janssen with it one more time. Janssen gives off cross-ice feed. Shot. That one did make it to Jared Whale, and he made the save, and the Seawolves able to send that all the way down the ice.
Whale definitely comfortable back there tonight. You can kind of just sense that as the game has progressed. Like that first couple shots, the rebound he kind of didn't see right away. But ever since then, ever since the early first period, he has been on his game.
And that one deflects off a Lowell skate up to where there is no netting. That was VAR work.
And since
trying to
those are
feed
the
that across.
UA healthy scratch players, they threw the puck back into play.
Man, there's so many kids down there that would have loved to have had that puck. Off the face-off. Set. We are back to 5-a-side as Helgeson is out of the penalty box. That was a good-looking power play by Lowell, I will say that. Here comes Helgeson. Finds a loose puck, walks his way in on Wells, shot goes wide. Rebound still there, came back out in front, and UMass Lowell survives that one as the Seawolves, nice job to get that back into the neutral zone.
We get a chance to see that replay at center ice. Connor McNarland made quite the play.
Now it's Gilson.
Carter, excuse me.
Aiden Weston. Feed in front. Weston gets dumped by Peterson. Penalty coming up. And what do we have here?
Too many? I thought maybe it was going to be on the call down there in the right face.
Yeah.
But the way they're talking to UA makes you sense it's a Seawolves penalty. I'm guessing too many men because it was the official behind the play here in the neutral zone. So, yep, it's Aiden Weston going to the box. I think we're seeing too many men infraction
right.
on the Seawolves. So, again, Got to get it together mentally here for this final stretch, this final 12 minutes. Seeing a few cracks in the armor thus far.
Got another look for our fans at that Helgeson opportunity. It looked like Henry Welsh may have got that with the stick when he went to try and poke check. And it'll be Weston serving that one. Ben Almquist finds a loose puck and just rockets it down the ice. Welsh will hold that up. Turned over. Chance here for the Seawolves, trying to come out in front and not quite able to do so was Connor Cole. Boy, Welsh living dangerously on that play. Chance in front on the other end as Scout Truman takes a feed in front and deflects it right into the crest on Jared Wales' jersey. So quality chances for both sides on this power play that's only 25 seconds old.
Again, seeing more of that Jared Will confidence, the way he conducts himself here in the break is twirling that stick in his right hand.
Puck tied up and skates off that draw. Finally comes back to the point. With it there is Cooper. Walks into the circle. Let's go with a shot. Rebound was loose, and it's knocked to the side of the net, and then it's sent out and all the way down the ice. Owens chasing that one down, gets to it just ahead of Carter Belitsky, trying to catch the Seawolves in a change. Lowell, though, gives up the puck, and it's sent all the way back down on goaltender Henry Welsh. Minute 5 to go in the man advantage. 11:08 to go in our third period. 1-0 UAA on top. Turnover, and here comes Riley Thompson the other way. Thompson with it. Tries to give off a pass. Didn't quite connect. Just out of the reach of Matt Allen. But good idea by the freshman Thompson.
Quick recovery from the Seawolves on the penalty kill. Not anybody getting caught too far down in the offensive end.
Riverhawks now back into the Seawolf zone. Shot, it was loose for a second, then fanning on the opportunity. No, his stick broke. That was Janssen. Back behind the net, saved by Whale, and he will slap a glove on it and slow things down.
Seawolves catch a big break as we get a little broken twig there. Arguably Lowell's best attempt there, cleanest attempt coming up right there, but again,
they've had a couple of really quality chances in the third period that have done that. The puck has gone off the rebound to the open side of the net. And then right there, it was Owen Cole who overskated it, couldn't get a stick on it. Shot goes off the side of the net, right off the draw. Seawolves trying to get out of the zone. Do. Yep. Good call by the official. Way to spot that.
David, here's the thing. 12 seconds to go on this penalty kill. Last 10 minutes, you figure the next penalty is going to go against Lowell. So Seawolves just need to fight it out here. And just the law of averages says they're going to get a power play opportunity, a chance to get a potential insurance tally.
Yeah. Well, you figure, too, Lowell has had 5 straight. So that dam has got to burst shortly as well. It worked for me once. Maybe it'll work again using that phrase. Aiden Weston out of the penalty box.
Shots on goal 9-1 in favor of Lowell in this period thus far. It stands to reason a couple of power play opportunities.
Yep, 6 of those shots coming with the man advantage for the Riverhawks. Sent deep into the Seawolf zone. Icing will be the call. So UAA catching a nice break right there, able to get a change if they want. And the faceoff will come back down into the Riverhawk zone with 9:50 to go in our third period.
Those little mental lapses, those cost teams in these critical moments of games, and right there is another instance for Lowell. One more stride over the red line. They're not worrying about icing that puck and bringing it back down in front of Mr. Welsh.
Off the draw, puck comes free. Jared White able to pick it up. Tries to turn it deeper into the zone. Those darn linesmen, they always get in the way. Sent back down by Lowell. Gilson trying to get away from Rayom, able to get the pass ahead. And Matt Kanash sending it deep into the UMass zone. Puts a hit on his former teammate down there, Gabe Blanchard. And finally, the Riverhawks able to bang it back out to the neutral zone. Gilson with it for the Seawolves. Gilson cuts to the middle, loses control of the puck, but they're going to call offsides on that, and we're going to call timeout. 9:14 to play, period 3, 1-0 Seawolves. Be right back.
Growing up Alaskan makes you, well, a little different. We're an independent bunch, yet we can't get along without each other. We like unique things, and we have unique needs. That's the whole reason we created Club 49, the only travel benefits program made for Alaskans, so you can be you. Alaska Airlines Club 49.
Let's definitely do that after work on Friday. Oh, a lynx. I gotta go.
Oh, wow.
Is that the new iPhone?
The one with titanium?
It's so light.
iPhone 15 Pro, forged in titanium. It's epic. Get one on us with trade-in on Alaska's most advanced network.
Can I hold it?
I'm okay. In case anyone's wondering.
Back at the Avis Alaska Sports Complex. A few more scores from around the country. St. Lawrence tonight knocks off RIT 4-3. It was Clarkson 3-1 winners over Notre Dame. And Ohio State 4-3 over Mercyhurst. Here come the Riverhawks, backhanded in front, finds its way to Whale, and he was the recipient of a quick whistle right there. The puck looked like it was still loose, but either way, he ended up gloving it and holding on.
The often seen lost sight of the puck by the referee, so a whistle blows.
Draw one back. Shot comes in. Hits traffic.
Rebound.
Still loose in front. And Whale finds it. Gloves it. So that shot came in off Mitchell Becker's stick.
Jared down on his knees, goes from his right to his left quickly and picks that puck out of a pile of feet. 26 stops thus far for Mr. Well.
Off the draw, back to the point once again. Shot thrown wide of the net. And carrying it ahead is Gunnar Van Dam. Gets it into the neutral zone. Now Matt Allen centering face shot, scored! Riley Thompson from Matt Allen, and it's 2-0 UAA. What a great play.
Riley Thompson, the true freshman, making that all happen right near the top of the slot with a little maneuver, getting that back to Adam Tisdale. And a big jump into the student section plexiglass area. Big goal for the freshman, giving UAA that much needed insurance here with almost 9 minutes to go.
And Matt Allen will get the primary assist. We'll see if they give a secondary assist. Ben Meehan talking with the referee right now. Not sure what he's interested in talking about.
Potentially more offsides discussion. I bet they're going to take a look regardless of whatever just to say they did.
Wouldn't surprise me. So the goal comes at the 11:21 mark of our third period. Meehan explaining things still to Coach Norm Bazing.
There were a mass of bodies right here at the blue line when that came into the zone.
Boy, what a great feed by Matt Allen.
Not Adam Tisdale. You got me, David.
That's right. How many times did that happen to me last year?
I love the way Riley reacted. That small amount of space, was able to get that puck to go upstairs. Still a long discussion going here. Really, offsides to me seems like the only logical discussion, but
yeah,
all they can do is go to the video replay booth. Now, I've been told that maybe the replay isn't working quite as well as it usually would, so maybe that has something to do with what is or isn't going on here.
And for all you kids out there watching, that's why you go to the net with your stick down.
Always. If you don't do anything else ever, just go to the net. Now, the other side of that is you have to then hustle back defensively.
Yes. And Ben Meehan wants to speak more with the referee. Norm Bazin doesn't like what he's being told.
So my guess is, why do I care if the replay isn't working properly? You still need to go look at whatever you can, is what I am guessing Mr. Bazin is going to be saying to these guys.
And for all of you lip readers at home,
I mean, something keeps pointing down towards the goal. I mean, was Riley in the blue paint? I mean, is that a potential argument?
He wasn't
here?
before the puck got there,
I mean,
because the puck came across the top of the blue paint.
Because you would think, okay, just body language alone, he'd be pointing at the.
Okay, here we go. So
there's a dump against the wall. Was Matt Allen offsides?
Yeah, that's definitely what he's being asked about, or what he's asking about. So,
but they're giving no intention of going to look at anything.
No, and I mean that's hard to tell at that speed, just because.
I mean, if you're Chad Colliander and you're saying you're being told, I see this, and he's like, no, I saw that. I mean, at some point the discussion has to end, as it just did, and play is back on 2-0 UAA.
Puck tied up on the near side boards, and the Riverhawks come ahead with it. Puck dumped into the Seawolf zone. Dylan Finley gets to it, rims it around, can't get it out. Now cross ice feed goes off of Helgeson's skate. Max trying to recover, getting some help from Almquist. Centering feed broken up by the shin pad of Finley. Now it's Helgeson trying to carry ahead and just able to get it out of the zone. Finally doing so. Turning it right back in, though, as Jack Varwerk trying to chase that one down. Getting to it first, though, was Gilson. And sent ahead off of Almquist's stick. Varwerk right back into the zone for the Riverhawks. Varwerk shot blockered aside by Jared Whale. Chipped up, kept in the zone by Meehan.
Nice look.
Finds an open man, wide open. He tried to make one too many passes instead of just shooting the puck. I think right there at this point, down 2 goals, you need to get everything you can on Jared Whale.
Dual freshman action on that second goal as it goes to Riley Thompson, his first as a collegian. Assist from Matt Allen, and also give that second assist to Gunnar Van Dam, the freshman defenseman.
We're just going to call him GVD.
Kumate.
At least that's what I'm going to write.
Kickboxer. Wait, the hockey movie was Sudden Death, right?
Yes. Yep. With Luke Robitaille. That's
in the old igloo. When
might be the first time they ever opened the roof of the igloo.
Matt and David talk about old people movies.
Yes. All the kids that are watching are like, who's Van Dam?
What?
Why is that important? Puck tied up on that far corner. Looks like Caleb Huffman giving the business to one of the Riverhawk players. And UAA finally able to scoop that one out into the neutral zone. Gomez trying to find it. And coming right back now is Nick Rayom, fanning on the opportunity. And the Seawolves get it ahead. Here's Gomez. Gets the red line, gets it in deep. 6:45 to go, third period.
Using that long reach to poke check that and keep it behind the goal line.
Last year, Alex was the tallest guy on the team. This year, there's a couple of guys that he'll have to look up at. Mitch LaFay at 6'6", and that shot goes wide of the net on the deflection opportunity. And here come the Riverhawks through the neutral zone, working his way all the way in and making Jared Whale make a save. Nicely done by Dylan Bentley. Then he tries to feed a puck in front. That's broken up. And Thompson able to throw that one back out into the neutral zone. Riverhawks rifle it right back in. Around the boards it goes. Bamber gets a stick on it. And Allen able to chip it out of the zone. Granowitz carried it right back in. UAA flips it right back out. Becker on his horse trying to get to it. Chased down by Weston. His pass goes astray. Now it's Becker with it in his own end as the crowd gets into it as we're down to about 5:40 to go Adam Tisdale took a hit in the neutral zone. He's feeling the effects of it. I didn't see it. But Adam Tisdale laboring a little bit. Shot score! What a great pass. Wow.
Owen Cole set that up.
That was beautiful. Jared Whale, nothing in the world he could have done about that.
Matt Krasa getting the goal for Lowell. Again, just a beautiful setup from Owen Cole, who was parked behind Jared Whale on that left post and just had quite the vision to get it, thread it just behind the net, out near that low right circle. Bingo, bango. 1 goal game, 5:19 remaining.
And off the draw, very, very much a new hockey game right now. Peterson has it on his stick, trying to work around a couple of Seawolf players. Scout Truman picking up the other helper along with Owen Cole. Shot off of Jared Whale. He makes the save. And Tisdale puts it up into the netting. That'll bring the faceoff back down into the Seawolf zone as we're down to 4:55 to go in the period. Here's another look at that play. Owen Cole, there he takes the feed right there from Scout Truman, and then the pass across.
Man, that is just no angle to make that feed, and
Yeah.
somehow he does it. Amazing. Quality stuff.
Sometimes you just have to tip your hat because that was a great play. And once again, that puck is sent up into the netting, and we'll have another face-off here.
David, you mentioned Mitchell Fay, healthy scratch not in the lineup tonight, but at 6'6", and a friend and listener, Fletcher Sewell, sent this information in. He did a little research for us, pointing out that Mitchell Fay is considered to probably be the tallest ever Seawolf, as David Trinkberger, 6'5", from 2016 to 2020. Before him, Luke Beaverson, also 6'5", played it from 04 to 08. So thank you, Fletcher, for checking in and keeping us straight.
Oh, man, Trink, I remember him. He was a great kid. Luke Beaverson ended up at UAA after committing originally to North Dakota. Here come the Seawolves. Jared White up the right wing side.
Well, for UA, don't lose sight of what's been working. Like you said, this is a great play from Cole there, and that really you didn't do anything wrong. There was no big mishap per se.
No,
except
it was
maybe just losing him for just that split second. But he was behind that play, and Truman made that great pass to get it to him in that corner.
Back into the zone. Krasa has it taken off his stick by Helgeson, and Max will carry ahead for the Seawolves. Trying to work his way around Schweigart, who defended him nicely. Max, though, sends it around into the far corner. Porter Shackle there for the Seawolves, trying to dig that out along with Almquist. Almquist to Shackle, shot saved by Welsh. Here come the Riverhawks up the right wing side. 2-on-1 opportunity. Whale makes the save. He's able to fight that off, and it ends up behind the net. Schweigart tries to send it down low, and trying to pull that one through Porter Shackle. Not able to do so is Krasa. Puck sent ahead for Helgeson. He's on it by himself, and then he gets rocked, and the glass comes out. We are going to have
a little bit of a
delay. Some of the Seawolf players don't like that hit on Max. And let's take a break because it's going to be a little bit. 3:12 left in the third, 2-1. Seawolves on top. Hawks. We'll be back in just a few moments.
The path that brings me back and again to UAA is, again, it's life cycle, correct? As you mature, your priorities change. And now at this stage in my life, I realize that I need to contribute to the success of others versus just focusing on myself. To help the UAA alumni, one of the things I offer anytime I meet somebody from UAA is to connect with me. If they need help with something that I have expertise in, I'm more than willing to share. Because again, it goes back to contributing to the success of the current student base and contributing back to the university.
It feels wonderful to me to donate financially to scholarships and meet the recipients of those scholarships and just know that I'm hopefully making their career through UAA just a little bit easier. I have a successful career that was based on my education at UAA, and I'd like to give back to the students. It also is just a little boost of encouragement to receive a scholarship, kind of no matter what size. It tells you that somebody's there and believes in you and you're capable of doing this, and they want to see you finish.
So now that I'm reconnecting more with UAA, I'm finding a lot of value in that connection. You know, I feel like UAA did a lot for me many years ago, and now I've achieved something of myself, and I can come home and give back to some degree to the community.
I've maintained my connection with UAA by volunteering my time with students, particularly the RAN program, the recruitment and retention of Alaska Natives into nursing. Just being alumni here at UAA, with just staying connected with everybody. It's always fun driving through campus and seeing the changes. Just seeing the growth here has been really great.
I've recently reconnected. I see the value that I've received from UAA, and now it's time to give back to UAA and help somebody else get through a rough time, or to give some encouragement to another person so they can go off and do great things.
This could be the moment we've been waiting for, the chance to feel alive. Nothing's gonna stop us, nothing's gonna top this, nothing like we've ever seen. And I raise my hands to the sky, what a feeling. 'Cause I feel like dancing high, got a feeling, time to feel it. This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins. 'Cause this could be the best day of our lives, yeah. This is where it all begins. Burning like a light show, free yourself and let go, time to see it all. Don't think about tomorrow, today we are heroes, hear adventure call. There are whole new worlds to see, I keep running, and my feet keep lifting me, like I'm flying, time to see it. This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins. 'Cause this could be the best day of our lives, yeah. This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins. A moment
Welcome back to the Avis Alaska Sports Complex here on the campus of the University of Alaska Anchorage. The ice crew, because of this hit on Max Helgeson, knocked out a pane of glass. Ice crew, nice job to get that replaced or repaired quickly. And we have 3:12 to play in our third period of action. 2-1 UAA on top.
David, just talk about the pressure those guys have to feel as they're trying to make that happen in real time with 1,000 people staring down on you.
Oh,
so
undoubtedly.
Massive credit to the ice crew.
Reminds me of the first game I called at Bowling Green when the glass got shattered in the pregame. So we're back underway. Puck deep in the UMass Lowell end. Riverhawks trying to come out with it. Pass thrown ahead, broken up by Gilson. Sent ahead by Huffman. That's taken away at center ice. Here come the Riverhawks right back into the zone. Sent behind the net. Gilson is back there along with Owen Cole. Puck sent back up high. Shot comes in wide of the net. Jared Whale may have got a stick on that one. Now it's in the corner. Back to the point it goes.
Here comes Welsh.
Welsh coming off the ice. Good call, Matt. Sent ahead by the Seawolves. It's chipped out and knocked down by a hand in the neutral zone. Janssen sends it in. That was pretty close to being offside in its own right. Huffman sends it back behind the net. 2:20 left here in our third period. Gilson off the glass. That is going to go for icing, and the faceoff will come right back down in the Seawolves zone. 2:13 to play.
Not the end of the world if you're the Seawolves. They just made that change, so Gilson and those guys and Huffman should be pretty fresh.
Yeah.
So again, just play sound defensively in your own zone. Try to chip it out and see what happens.
Face off to the right of the Seawolf goal. Man tonight by sophomore Jared Whale. And
we got a
the
timeout.
Seawolves have called timeout. So
I was mistaken. Matt probably wants to get those kids a few more seconds to take a deep breath and just kind of get prepared for exactly what this last 2 minutes is going to entail.
just make the smart play, chip pucks out, chip pucks in, try and get it deep as much as you can. If you get a chance at the open net, that's one thing, but don't force it.
Oh, the one positive, if you will, that the Seawolves have in their back pocket is the comfort level Jared Whale has shown, especially throughout these last two periods. Just a very comfortable performance from him this evening. Will hold on for about 2 more minutes.
Thanks to our DJ, he got my request in.
We heard crisscross's jump, and now we heard jump around from House of Pain. Yeah, this building's been a lot of fun in here tonight. No joke, no jive. I mean, the atmosphere in here is what these guys have all worked for and deserve. So it's just a credit that it happened.
Stella on the puck for the Riverhawks. It's chipped out. Belitsky trying to chase that, went down ahead of Fornas Svensson, who gets to it. Puck deep in the UMass zone. 1:53 to play in our third period. 2-1 UAA on top. Extra attacker on the ice for the Riverhawks. Puck sent in deep by Ingham. And slapped all the way down the ice. That will go for icing. As the clock is down to 1:35 to play. Coming up for the Seawolves tomorrow night, the second half of this weekend series with UMass Lowell. Time again, 4:07 p.m. Next week, the boys take to the road for the first time. They go up to Sault Ste. Marie to take on Lake Superior State at Taffy Able Arena. That should be a fun time for them. Shot comes in. Mitch Becker's opportunity. Riverhawks still with it. Set down low. Owen Cole can't find it in his skates. Bentley back up high. Becker still with it. Belitsky can't quite get it out of the zone. Set deep into the zone. Rebound scored!
The Seawolves are definitely scrambling there those last 35 seconds. And Crossa does the trick as Carter Belitsky had that chance to chip it out, instead trying to make that pass instead of just getting it out of the zone. cost the Seawolves dearly here in the closing seconds.
So 2-2. Goal comes at 18:52. Yeah, puck got sent to the side of the net, was knocked out and then tipped across. Back deep into the UMass Lowell zone. It's chipped out all the way down. That'll go for icing. So once again, Crossa with the goal, his second of the night. And I heard Cole got one of the assists. I'm not sure who got the second. So we'll get that to you hopefully in the post game. And now the Riverhawks will use their timeout.
Yeah, you just had that feeling it was coming because the Seawolves just looked a little out of sorts there after that face-off to Jared Wells' right. And they just never could get good wood on a puck. And again, Belitsky missed that one chance to really chip it out of there. Came back to haunt the Seawolves.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. So after next weekend at Lake State, October 20th and 21st, Seawolves back on home ice taking on Air Force. And then it's an extended road trip to Penn State, October 26th and 27th. And then the first third of the Governor's Cup Series at Fairbanks, November 3rd and 4th. Then it's November 10th and 11th, UAA hosting Robert Morris, who is back in Division I hockey this year after several years on hiatus.
What's that like? Know any other programs that had that happen to him?
I haven't heard of that before. It's weird. Matt Kanash in to take the draw for the Seawolves. Caleb Huffman lets go of that shot. Never made it on net. Huffman has it back. Cross ice he goes to Gilson. Thrown towards the net, just wide.
Really just wide.
And the Riverhawks chip it back out into the neutral zone. Gilson plays it ahead. And then it's Cole. Can't gather it in either. And Kanash backhands it ahead to Riley Thompson. Now puck sent back into the Seawolf zone. Whale out of his net as Gilson comes together with Nick Rayone back there. And then we get a whistle and a face-off that'll come up in the Seawolf zone. 18.8 seconds to go in period number 3.
Gilson fell awkwardly on top of his stick, and then Rayome just kind of let him have it a little bit, and Caleb Huffman took exception, but the referee's like, hey man, we got 20 seconds left in regulation, let's get through this.
So off the draw, here's Helgeson. Tries to send a pass through to Porter Shackle, and then Shackle gets tripped and goes hard into Henry Welsh. And the Riverhawks are taking exception with Shackle when it should really be taking exception.
Yeah, his own player hit him.
With Ben Meehan. And I believe that's Shackle, and
we don't feel like playing 3-on-3 overtime anyway. We'll go to the penalty box apparently.
yeah, you know, why would we? It's not fun.
Now, if they're going to call anything, it'll be coincidental, but it doesn't even look like that's going to happen.
No, I don't think so. I think the refs want to keep both teams at full strength for right now. So 11.2 to go in the third. Face-off deep in the Riverhawk zone. And are they going to bring the face-off outside? It looks like they are.
Yeah, they're coming out to the neutral zone. No complaints for the UA bench right now. Gamesmanship, though. You saw the Seawolves knock the puck back into the offensive zone. Now more discussion, but it is going to come out to the neutral.
off the draw. The linesman goes down. Puck sent ahead. That's going to be icing. So 4 seconds for the Seawolves.
Chalk went up for the official timekeeper, kind of saving the Seawolves at least a sliver of a few seconds there.
Definitely.
Straight up 4 will be here. Again, Matt doesn't have a timeout here, so they're calling the play in the huddle, as it were, David.
Yep, exactly. So it'll be Almquist to take the draw out there with Helgeson Shackle. And he is tied up in the circle, and that is where our third period will come to an end. 2-2 after 3.
Obviously, you're going to be disappointed coughing up that 2-goal lead so late, but again, the immense pressure you're under when you have that length of time to try to kill with the extra attacker. I don't know if you can say anything was followed up here as much as just give the credit where credit is due to Lowell. First on the pass Cole made on the first goal, and then just on the sheer amount of pressure they laid down in those final frantic moments for the game-tying goal.
Yeah, I agree with you entirely. And if you look back to that first goal that Lowell scored, like you said, that was a thing of beauty.
I mean, I'm down here along that goal line. I'm trying to picture in my head how he made that pass from where he was positioned, basically right to the side of the net. He somehow slivered that into that low right circle. Just an amazing play. But we're going to get 5 minutes of 3-on-3, if I'm not mistaken. Is that, David? That's the way I understand it, correct?
That's the way I understand it as well. So I like the fact that college hockey has taken that from the NHL to try and end games as opposed to going to any type of shootout scenario. Because for a while it used to go 5-on-5 overtime for 5 minutes.
Right, and then
3-on-3, and then a shootout.
And now it's just a 3-on-3 and then
Yeah.
the shootout. And they're
Yeah.
switching ends, so Welsh is coming down to see me down here at the west end of the rink.
And most likely, if this 5 minutes ends in a tie, there won't be a shootout. The game will end in a tie. That's the way I understand it.
Well, be prepared to be surprised.
Oh, I always am. Yeah. I mean, the easiest thing to do here, if you're UAA, just score and end it, so that way we don't have to worry about it. So the first 3 out for the Seawolves: Almquist, Gilson, and I believe that's Helgeson. And it'll be Meehan, Bentley, Meehan, Stella, and Cole for UMass Lowell. 5 on the clock, and we are underway. Overtime, 2-2 UAA and UMass Lowell. Riverhawks control first, and it's Stella across the blue line. Leaves off now for Cole. Cole hangs on. Now he's going to work his way back out of the zone. Meehan, draft pick of the LA Kings, controlling the puck for the Riverhawks. Now
2-on-1,
pass ahead,
2-on-1.
turns into a 2-on-1. Walking in, shot, save made by the glove of Jared Whale on Dylan Bentley. Boy, that was a beauty. Whale gave him nothing and snatched that. Nicely done.
William Gilson just says, "This is all yours, Jared. I'm going to take the other man at one-on-one, give it your best shot." But that whole play set up by me, and you mentioned the draft choice of the Kings, just showing some great ice rink vision by getting that pass to start that 2-on-1 advantage. Now UA with its first possession of overtime.
A couple of freshmen, Weston and Thompson, the 2 out there for the Seawolves, along with Brett Bamber. Here's Weston trying to work his way free. Tied up down there by Janssen. Puck finally comes free. Bamber trying to chase that one down. He's first one on it. Oh, tried to get a pass out in front to Weston, breaking. Couldn't get there though as he was double teamed. Now a 1-on-1 here. Bentley has Thompson back. Pass goes across, walking in, shot saved by Whale, and a chance now for the Seawolves to skate ahead. We've
Bamber's
got
hurt.
Bamber hurt. The net is off, and that is not what you want to see at all. Bamber slowly getting up. Here's another look at it for our fans. Good job by Bamber trying to get back and get
David, it doesn't
stick
matter
on that.
what level of hockey you're playing. It's the most helpless feeling in the world when you go, at any kind of speed down to the ice like that, especially to kind of come back and make a defensive play, and you're just in absolute no man's land about where you're going to end up, whether it's against a post or against the end boards. So credit Brett for getting up so quickly and getting off the ice.
Looked like maybe a hip he wrapped himself around the post with.
Seawolves earn possession, very important here in overtime.
Nifty little move to get free by Gunnar Van Dam. Now it's Tisdale. He's being watched out there by Ingham. And Tisdale will retreat behind his own net and try again. Walking in now is McNarland. He stops. Puck pops up in the air. Pass across, looking for Tisdale. Not the best idea.
Got suckered into that one.
And now it's a 2-on-1 chance for Lowell. Shot wide of the net. Nice job just to get that pass all the way across. With it is Meehan. Gives off to Granowitz. Shot wide of the net. Meehan back up high with it. Shot comes in wide of the net off of Truman's stick. Granowitz one more time. Tries to walk out front. Gets the stick of Jared Whale.
These guys been on the ice for a while.
Not a bad play there by Tisdale because he saw he had guys coming on the ice. So throw it into empty space. And here's Gilson.
There's a brief second when the Seawolves had too many men on the ice, they got away with it.
Almquist to Allen. Back to Gilson. Gilson to the backhander, saved by Welsh. Tried to throw the rebound back out in front. That's cut off. Seawolves keep it alive in the zone, at least for the moment.
Oh!
Cross check in the back. No call made.
The ref waved it. The ref said no right away. He didn't waste any time. Didn't
gets
make
away with it. Granowitz hangs on for the Riverhawks. Shot. Didn't get on net. Allen tries to pull it free. And now he's got it back on his tape. Matt Allen gives off to Gilson. Gilson to the blue line. Has it chopped away from him. Helgeson will back him up in the neutral zone. Down to 1:27 to go in overtime. Helgeson up the left wing side. Out there with Bamber and Almquist. Bamber throws one on the net. Pad save there by Henry Welsh. Pass ahead, that's gonna, well, it would have gone for icing. It's not going to though, as the first one on it would have been one of the Lowell players. Whale plays that one up the boards. Back up high, shot blocked away by Whale. And now the Seawolves will counter. A minute to go in overtime. Helgeson carries across the blue line. He's got Bamber with him. Bamber peels off for a change. Helgeson still with it. Shot.
Got it!
He scores! What a goal! Max Helgeson wins it for UAA. 51.4 seconds to play in overtime, and Helgeson shows great patience right there to hold on as he circled the net, took his time, and just ripped a shot glove side to beat Henry Welsh.
David, the thing I liked about that play, you saw Max get over the blue line and not really force the issue or go right at it. He kind of took a second, took a beat to kind of get his feet under him and see what he had, and then he made that decision to go hard into the right corner, come around the net, and I think he was actually a little surprised to find that open space when he came into that low left circle. And again, snapperoo, game winner, walk off, let's go home with a Seawolf victory.
I was surprised, I'll tell you that, because he got help from the net right here. As you watch, Jake Stella gets picked by the net, and everything just opened up for Max at that point. He had a moving screen from Riley Thompson going across the front, and Henry Welsh, I don't know how much he really could have done on that, because I don't know how much he really saw of it.
Well, like I said, I think everyone was a little surprised the fact that Max had that space to maneuver and had that look, and he's like, all right, got nothing left in the tank here after that rush, so I'm going to make the most of it, as we are just about ready to be joined by Matt Shazzy down there. Well, Shazzy, you took a little walk there. What were you telling yourself when you had to take that little walk just now?
It's a fun game. It's supposed to be fun. It's nice to see our guys come through there in the end, and proud of the effort they gave tonight.
Well, speaking of that effort, what were you telling them as time wound down? I mean, that's a big ask to kill that long of a time with an extra attacker by Lowell. It's a teaching moment, I imagine. What are you kind of coaching up at that point?
It's a teaching moment. You don't want to have to teach too many times. We blew a couple 2-goal leads last year. Again, learned from it first game of the season, but found a way to continue to fight through it and find a win in there in overtime.
I watched Jared Will early in that game. Like he fought off a couple of rebounds and look, but as it progressed, he seemed more and more comfortable. How big of an asset was that for you guys as this game progressed?
Yeah, I mean, his comfort level was outstanding. Like you mentioned, just a matter of seeing those shots. He's a goalie. The more he sees, the better he gets, and just proud of Jared's effort tonight.
Walk me through what you saw Max doing there on that deciding play.
Say that again?
Walk me through what you saw Max doing there on the game-winning goal.
Right, yeah, I mean, the 3-on-3 hockey, he just kind of found the back of the net, and they all collapsed, and they didn't sort out yet. And he did a nice job of coming around the back there and taking it to the net and finding that far post.
2 home openers, 2 season openers, 2 victories under your watch. What is it about first games for you that you send these fans home happy like this?
Yeah, I mean, everybody walks into this first game with a lot of unknowns and a lot of emotions involved, and you have a team that comes up that's still trying to figure things out and take advantage of that.
What will we see tomorrow night?
We'll see some new players in the lineup. We're going to see some, hopefully an effort that's smart and an effort that controls pucks, and again, just continue to limit their chances and allow our goalies to make saves.
Have fun with it, Matt. Thanks a lot. David, back to you, buddy.
Thanks, Matt. And Max Helgeson, the game winner, 4:08 of the overtime period. And if I had to pick 3 stars, obviously this is unofficial. I go Jared Whale 1.
It could be official.
Okay, we'll call it official because I've got the microphone like you do. So we're going to go Jared Whale, number 1, Max Helgeson, number 2, and number 3, I think you have to give it to Matt Krasa. He scored both goals tonight for UMass Lowell. And of course, I could also, instead of Krasa, I could go with Owen Cole because he got both of those assists.
If I was going to throw a flag, I was going to say maybe again that pass. I want to see that replay a couple more times. That was pretty spectacular, singular play. But both those guys were great for Lowell. But just a night that kind of turned bleak for a moment there for the Seawolves at the end of regulation. Again, as I said to Matt Shasby, everyone gets to go home happy, which is the most important thing if you're wearing green and gold.
Absolutely, and I give a lot of credit to this Seawolf team because giving up a goal that late to tie it, that can be a huge demoralizer, a huge letdown. And they didn't come out flat in the overtime. They came out ready to go, businesslike, just like they came out to start the game.
3-on-3 overtime is kind of fluky just in and of itself. So much ice. Possession means everything. The hated thing where you see people take it out of the offensive zone back in the neutral. So as I was witnessing like that I saw that split second where Max was upright and kind of just took a second to decide kind of, what should I do? What should I do? He made that decision to cut into that corner, come around, and again, I do think he was looking to make that pass. Somehow he got back in that low left circle and had the puck still there. What else did he have to do? And he bangs it home for a big winner. And again, under Matt Shasby's watch, 2 first games, two home openers, and 2 victories. I can't ask for more than that.
And you just mentioned it with players backing it out of the zone, resetting things. That's a prime example of when a lot of teams will do that is he's caught a line change, Max is in the zone 1-on-3, and you finally see the player come in right as he's getting ready to shoot that puck. Riley Thompson ends up setting a moving screen.
Right.
And so it worked out. It couldn't have worked out any better for Max.
And again, just to come under that adversity and give up that goal, you can't expect a team to go 6-on-5 and kill 2.5 minutes or whatever it was. It's such a tall order to have that happen. So, yes, they cough up a 2-goal lead late. Matt mentioned it. It's happened a time or two. Not ideal, not something you want to stomach or get used to or are prepared for. But, hey, they'll take the victory and head into tomorrow afternoon. And I also thought it was interesting, Matt mentioned we'll see a little bit different lineup with all those healthy scratches. We'll see some wholesale changes and some different names in the lineup tomorrow night.
And another guy that stood out to me tonight, first collegiate game, Riley Thompson. I thought he was really good. good, not just because he scored that goal to put him up 2-0, but he was relevant all over the ice.
Yeah, we're in the same boat. I'm intrigued as I opened the broadcast by saying that was the key word for this team going into year 2. I'm just as intrigued or interested to see how these new guys who really have no sense of what this was 25 years ago. They don't care about what it was like in the Sullivan Arena back in the day. They're here to do their own thing, and you saw that with Thompson tonight. You saw little glimpses of it from Van Dam tonight. Freshmen were out there in the 3-on-3 overtime. These are guys that are going to build their own story, and we're along for the ride, and I can't wait to see what happens tomorrow night.
And Matt obviously has confidence in the freshmen because we saw in overtime Bamber out there with Weston and Thompson.
Exactly.
So, there you go.
Not afraid to let the kids eat,
Not
as
at all.
it were. So, speaking of that,
all.
I'm going to go get something to eat
I'm gonna
myself.
Go eat too. I'm hungry. It's been a long day. Well, anyways, everyone, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. That was a great hockey game. 3-2 the final. UAA comes out with the W. Remember, we're back here at the Avis Alaska Sports Complex tomorrow at 4 p.m. And hopefully we leave tomorrow night a little bit earlier than this, but with a similar outcome. Thanks for joining us. For Matt, I'm David. Good night.